What's up, everybody? How are you doing? Just turning on my webcam here. Boom, there I am. You probably tell you my chair is so tall. It's like I do have a top to my head, but if I do it, then I'm too low. So hold tight. Let's see if I can just raise up a little bit, slightly anyway, slightly higher. How's everybody doing? Sorry, I'm rambling. I'm back home in my office. So that's really awesome for me. I'm excited to be home. The last few Success Connections we've been doing, you guys know I haven't been here, or I haven't been home. I've been in Portland, Oregon, and I have been somewhere else. I can't remember where else I was. I've been all over. Too many places. But glad to be back home. How many of you are excited about tonight's Success Connection? Just say yes if you're excited. Very good. Tons, and actually we've got a lot of new people. Hey, Nick, I know you're on here. Is my video delayed any? Can you? Okay, cool. Everybody say hey to Nick. Happy New Year to Nick. Nick is responsible for all of your beautiful replays of the webinar, making sure they get up online and to your inbox the next morning, every single morning. So he kind of hides out behind the scenes. Nick, you got a lot of Happy New Year's there. So that's very cool. So how many of you are new to if you are new to the Success Connection tonight, type the number 1 for me if this is your first time with us. All right. I see a lot of people that are first time with us. Very cool. Well, welcome aboard. You'll find that during the Success Connection, it's kind of laid back. We've always got some good stuff to teach, and always got a good message. At least I hope. I never know really what I'm going to say until I get on here. It's just whatever kind of pops in my head is what comes out, I guess. But tonight, we're starting, so for those of you that weren't with us, we're starting a 6-week path to massive profits in 2016. Now, what does that mean? Well, it means that my goal for all of you is to stay on the right path, to not be distracted by so many other things, right? Like, there's just a million things that hit your inbox every day. There's a million different programs. We're guilty of it. We have a lot of programs. But I really want my Success Connection students to stay engaged into what we're actually doing, okay? And the path that we're on. Now, for the most part, the Success Connection is all about email marketing. It's about internet marketing, entrepreneurship, with a real focus on building your email list, right? Building your email list and then learning how to profit from your email list. So over the next 6 weeks, what we're doing is we're going on this this journey. And I've got it really laid out perfectly. I think it's perfect. Disclaimer. Should be a lot of fun. However, in order to do some of the things that we are teaching, okay, oftentimes it helps to have a specific tool, like, for instance, you might can see on my screen up here, like that, Build Redirects, which is a software that I use. And it's, you get it for $19 a month. You can get it for $97 a month. But it's a software that we use in our business. And so my goal with the Success Connection is to be super transparent, right? So I tell you, here's what I'm doing, here's how I'm doing it, here's how I'm making, I'm building my business, and here are the tools that I'm using to do it. You can choose to try to do it without the tools, you can choose to not do it at all, but at the end of the day, I can only teach you what I'm doing. I can't teach you a bunch of other stuff. So a lot of times I'll bring on guest speakers. In the next few weeks, here's what I've got lined up for you, okay? Guest speakers that are going to teach you YouTube advertising. So I've got a guy that's look, for lack of better terminology, he's crushing it on YouTube. And I don't really know how to do that. I don't. But I want to learn. So I've asked him to start teaching me. And so I'm going to bring him on. I'm going to bring on my friend Mike, who I've introduced to you guys, I believe 2 weeks ago. I introduced you to Mike, Liz, Cotton. I'm going to bring them on because they've got just students all over the country making just stupid money with SEO. SEO on YouTube and SEO on Google. And all of this kind of culminates with the need for the best lead capture page, right? The best, like what does Anthony use to build his list, right? Which we're going to talk about next week. I think you probably saw in the emails I pushed my good friend Chris to next week because so many of you had asked me about the tools that I talked about in the last couple of weeks. So just from a show of hands real fast, or a show of ones, how many of you currently have my mobile opt-in software? I know a lot of you probably just got it the other day. So type a 1 if you've got mobile opt-in. Okay? Great. So this will be a great presentation for you because we're doing 2 trainings tonight. One, I'm going to go into mobile opt-in, and I'm actually going to show you a couple of new things that we've added and some of the stuff that I feel like you need to make sure you know is there, okay? So if you've got mobile opt-in, if you've got it, and you want to learn more from a demo from me so I can kind of help get you started, type the number 3 for me. Only if you have mobile opt-in and you would like for me to go through it again, show it to you, and kind of refresh you on how to actually use this tool, okay? Very cool. So I see a lot of you saying yes. Cool. All right. Now, you know I make you type a lot of numbers because I'm trying to see who's here. I want to make sure that I can help everybody. Okay. If you don't have mobile opt-in, okay, you don't have it, just go ahead and type the number 5 for me. Okay. And so this is why it's important for me to try to catch everybody up. We have a record-setting number of people in here tonight, by the way. I want to congratulate all of you on being here. This is ridiculous. Like, I was just talking to my dad, literally, I was talking to my dad. I'll show you, and you can see, let's see. It says Dad, 6:49. You see that? It says 6:49. In other words, like 10 minutes ago. And I was like, oh gosh, look, I've got to do my webinar. I thought, hey, it's after the holidays, it's a new year, we might have a couple hundred people get on. We're literally about to peg out GoToWebinar. We are right on this side of 1,000 people on this training. That is insane for me. So congratulations to all of you, but thank you to all of you. Insane. So here's what I'm going to do. I don't want to give a full, so mobile opt-in is a software that I use, and it's a software that obviously a lot of my students are using now, but I know we've got some new people, and I like to keep everybody up to speed. So what I'm going to do, we're starting this 6-week profit formula course, okay? And I've really, really worked hard to line it up so that you have just this great training that just takes you from start to finish, and you don't get all over the place with anything like that. Like you're just laser focused in. But in order to do that, I want to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to use the tools that I'm using, okay? There are some tools that I use that I don't own, right? I've told you about ClickFunnels. I showed you that right before Christmas, I think. I don't even go to ClickFunnels. I'm not gonna make any money on it. I use ClickFunnels. I love it, right? It's a really cool software, and it's something I use in my business. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you 2 things tonight that I use in my business. I'm gonna show you why I use them in my business. For those of you that have mobile opt-in, you're going to see a demo of it, but I'm going to go in and show you some of the new stuff I literally added Letitia added like literally 30 minutes ago. And then for those of you that don't have mobile opt-in, I'll give you a chance to grab it, okay? So you'll have a chance to get that. And then I'm going to show you build redirects, and I'm going to show you a strategy to optimize how much money you can actually make when you're doing your marketing. Now you can use any software, you don't have to use build redirects, but it's the one we created because it was better. We simply just had to have something better than what was on the market. But it's less about that and more about knowing that it exists, okay? So so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to jump in for literally like 2 seconds, okay, and show you guys the just portions of my mobile opt-in presentation. So a lot of you probably saw it a couple of nights ago with Anik. If you did, congratulations. Thank you for being here. I've hidden a lot of the slides. I'm only going to show you the core stuff because it's good to sink in. Because even after we buy things, right, it doesn't mean we'll actually use them. How many of you have bought something online and you haven't used it? Just say yes. Okay? My mission, I see a ton of yeses. My mission this year is to make sure that my Success Connection students, okay, those of you that are joining me every week, stop not using the stuff that you buy. To where, like, when I ask you this question 3 months from now, you say no, right? That's my goal. So even if I have to show you the demos and teach you the same stuff multiple times, it's good for you because it's going to get you to actually start doing this. And then once we're finished, I'm going to ask you to rate the Success Connection. For those of you that are new, this is a new thing. We've only been doing it now for a few weeks. That's my Facebook fan page. I don't delete my comments. I love comments. So I'll ask you at the end, I'll give you a link. I made one so it's a little easier for you to get there. I'll ask you to go and just basically rate the Success Connection. Tell me what you thought. Give me a scale of 1 to 10, and let me know if you'll be back next week. So here's what we'll do. I will minimize this, and I will open this. And you might have seen this screen before, but you probably have not seen where it says Part 2. Part 2 is different than Part 1. However, I am not really a PowerPoint guru, so I couldn't make this thing all over again. That just wasn't happening for me. So I just kind of edited and said Part 2. All right? So Part 2 of the mobile opt-in training is coming your way right now. And then we will go into a couple of other really key tools, and I'm going to show you how we generated, I think it was $260,000, okay, $260,000 last year from January to December, sending emails for educational offers. Have any of you ever even heard of that before? Yes or no? Okay, I see some yeses, some no's. I'm going to show you how we literally touched nothing, did nothing, made $260,000, and it was really just kind of a side thing for us, okay? So we're going to knock it out right now. So Part 2 of the training. Some of you are brand new. I always show this slide. I tell you, look, here's the thing. You know how I got on all these places? One keyword. Write it down. Never forget it. Put it on your computer. Put it on your phone. Don't get it. I mean, I'm not suggesting you go tattoo it on your hand, but maybe write it with a Sharpie. Write the word optimization down. Optimization is how I ended up on CNN. It's how I ended up on television. It's how I got all the success that I have, is I'm focused on optimization. That is my main focus. It should be your main focus, okay? I wrote a book a couple of, maybe 3-4 years ago, and it was because of this whole optimization thing. It's called Automated Profits from Home. I absolutely, this is probably my favorite, well, it is my favorite book that I've ever written, because I've written 3 or 4. But it's my favorite, and it's my favorite for one reason and one reason only, and that is because it is about email marketing, okay? Email marketing is the way that you should be taking your business. If you're not taking your business down the path of sending emails, you're making a mistake. I'll share with you a couple of my mistakes very quickly, but understand that this is something I've been passionate about for a long time. And that's my good friend Mark Victor Hansen. I don't know how many of you know the Chicken Soup for the Soul series and all of that stuff. But a great guy, great author, great book, great friend, and very, very humbled and blessed to have been able to have this guy interview me and just listen to what I have to say. So it was a lot of fun. Here's the thing. This used to be my business model, okay? If you've seen this presentation before, you might have seen this. If you saw this presentation 6 months ago when I opened up some beta spots in mobile opt-in. You didn't see this slide. I tried to make it a little prettier for everyone. But basically, I had a $250,000 a month e-commerce business. I bought traffic from Google. And forgive me, I still have all these sinuses stuff. I bought traffic on Google. I sent that traffic to a website. This website was actually selling products, selling Mustang parts. And then, from there, I made money. And it seemed like a great plan. It made me a lot of money. It did phenomenal. Those of you that know my story, you know I started this to help my family. My dad lost his life savings in his retirement. When I was in college, I started a business. I didn't know what I was doing. I got out of my comfort zone. I really just took a chance. I started this business. It blew up, right? It blew up to $250,000 a month. I was a young kid, didn't know a whole lot, certainly didn't know anything about selling a business, but what I did know was I had no free time, okay? I had no free time at all. And one thing that you need to focus on in your business as you build it is time freedom, because let me tell you something, when you build something the wrong way, you can never fix it. It's very difficult. In fact, I got a friend that he built a business here. It's a gym, workout place. You can tell I support him. I signed up. He bills me $115 a month. I don't think I get anything out of my sign up. But anyway, I signed up with it. But here's the thing. They built the foundation wrong. They actually built it backwards. They built the front of the business was supposed to face the road. And when they framed it backwards. And would you believe that was like a $50,000 mistake? There was no way to fix that foundation. They had to bust it up, and they had to start all over again. We see this time and time again in business, okay? People that start off, they build the foundation wrong, everything crumbles, you have to start over. That's exactly what happened to me. I built this business. I had no freedom whatsoever in my life. I wanted time freedom. I wanted to quit having to be on my cell phone every day. I wanted to stop having to deal with hundreds and hundreds of phone calls every single day. I had no life. I always joke with my students here, this is where I got my gray hair. I got it from that e-commerce business. And so I came across this idea of affiliate marketing, and I thought, man, that would be great. Like, I don't have to deal with the customers then. Like, I don't have to worry about what didn't ship and when did it ship and inventory and tracking numbers and merchant processing. I don't have to deal with anything. I can just send traffic somewhere and boom, I can make money. This is great. So I wanted time freedom. I started another business. And I did the same model. I sent traffic from Google to a website and I made money. Only this time I didn't make any sales. There were absolutely no sales. I was generating traffic for other companies. I became an affiliate. And I was an affiliate for banks. I was affiliate for American Express, Chase, Bank of America. You kind of see some of them right there on my website. That is my website, by the way, that you see on the screen. And it blew up. I had no clue that American Express would pay you $250 to send them a new customer. How many of you knew that American Express would pay $250 for you to send them a customer? Simply send them somebody to get a credit card. Yeah. I had no clue either. It's pretty crazy, huh? So I thought, man, that's a lot of money. I don't have to do a lot of those to replace my income. So I started building this business. And there's one thing I learned, and that was that when you strike it right, your business can just, boom, it just explodes overnight. If you put the right formula in, the right ads on Google, and have the right offers that you're promoting, man, your business can explode, and it can explode fast, right? I went overnight, it seems like. I was making the same money with higher profit margins from this business than from my other one. So I cut my other one off. I did what any 22-year-old, 23-year-old, whatever that would do that was tired of all the stress from that business. I literally went in and I turned it off, right? Now, at the time, that sounded like a good plan. I've told my story many times, and people laugh at me, and they cringe each time I tell that. I could have sold it. I could have probably made $1 million, $2 million selling a business that was very well positioned in that space. But I didn't know any better. So I basically turned it off. I created this business. I made lots of money. One day I woke up to an email and an email changed my life. It's the reason why we're here. It's the reason why we're talking about what we're talking about tonight. The email said that Google was changing the way that they showed the ads on their website. They were changing it. And so what that meant was Google used to look like this. It used to be he who pays the most shows up the highest. Those were the great days, by the way, of advertising online. Because literally, if I was willing to pay, say, 83 cents, if you look on the screen right now, if I was willing to pay 83 cents, boom, I would be #1 on Google on their paid ads. I'd be #1 instantly, literally within like 30, 40 seconds sometimes I was there, right? I could instantly get the traffic right off of Google, all of it that I wanted, as long as I was willing to pay for it. So if I could figure out the funnel, if I could figure out how, okay, when somebody clicks here, how can I just make more money when they get on my site than it cost me to get them there? It was an easy formula. You were going to make a lot of money, right? But I got this email from Google and it said, hey, Anthony, by the way, we're changing. Now we're going to determine who shows up first. We're going to determine who's #1. And it's not going to be based on who pays the most money. That's not going to be what it is anymore. Now it's going to be based on all kinds of other stuff. How good is your website? How well written is your ad? What is the quality score? Blah, 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 right? All this stuff. Well, I instantly went from hundreds of thousands of dollars a month down to almost nothing. I mean, we went from $250,000 a month down to $20,000, then down to $15,000, then down to $8,000. Because guess what? Who had control of my business? Who had control of my business? Answer it in the chat for me. Who had control? That's right. Clinton got it. Google had control of my business. Because without those ads, the formula did not work, right? Go back and look at the formula. You see, I got this great website right here, but without these ads, the whole process is broken. It's completely broken. There's no process to make any money, right? They had control, and it drove me berserk because I had cut off a retail business. Now, the great thing about this retail business was that even though I had to place these ads on Google, there's this word of mouth thing from retail that starts to build your business. For instance, how many of you have bought something online and then told somebody about it and then they ended up buying the same thing? Anybody? Good. I see a lot of you saying yes. I can tell you somebody that does that right now. She just walked in the door. She's been at yoga. That would be my fiance. Every single day, if she buys like a book on Amazon, she's on the phone, she's like, Mom, there was this book. I bought this book, and it was really good, and you need to get it right now. And then I see her on the phone showing her mom the link, right? Never fails. When you're doing retail, okay, you have word of mouth. Well, I shut down my business that had word of mouth, okay? Now, if I had lost my Google ads, sure, it would have hurt my business, but it wouldn't have put me 100% out of business because I had a little bit of leverage with word of mouth. With this business, there was no word of mouth. It was gone, just like that. And that's when I set out and said, you know what? I have to find a way to make money on the internet where I have control, right? And that's what we've been talking about with email marketing. That's when I tell people email is the way to go. Build an email list because you own it. When you build it, no one can take it from you. It's an asset. I can't preach it enough. It's like buying a piece of rental property. When you buy that piece of property, you own it, right? Provided you pay cash for it. You own it. And you can always rent it to somebody, right? You can always generate revenue from it. You own it. When you do this whole thing that a lot of people talk about, put ads here, put ads there, and move all this traffic around, you can make great money. But you make that money, and it's not money that you're guaranteed to make forever, okay? So very, very important lesson that I learned at a really, really young age. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this strategy that I've used to build my list, okay? And it's literally the most responsive list on the planet. It's a software that a lot of people on this webinar actually have because a lot of you have already seen this. And by the way, this is the last time that I'm going to be presenting mobile opt-in on our Success Connections, because at the end of the day, I've reached as many people as I possibly can with mobile opt-in, and it's time for us to move on, right? It's time for us to move on to the next phase. But there are so many people that are emailing me saying, hey, you said mobile opt-in on the webinar last week. What is it? So this is my last demonstration of it, and then we're moving on to a lot of other really cool stuff, okay? But this formula right here, I tell people over and over and over again, build, send, profit. This is the success formula if you want to make money as an email marketer. The part, though, that you need to focus on is the details. If you read, it says build your list and make sure it's the highest quality possible, okay? Highest quality. You need real email addresses, and you need the best email addresses for people. That's what you need. Now, in subsequent trainings, after we're finished with this, we've been really, really focused on the building of your list thing, right? In the weeks to come, I'm actually going to show you some of the coolest tricks that we've used to make more money from the emails that we send. Meaning we're going to focus a lot on sending. I'm going to tell you some tricks that we've used to really, really make more money when we send an email. I'm going to show you some cool stuff that we've used to optimize our profits, okay? But sending emails and profiting from emails only happens when you build a list, okay? Now, for my mobile opt-in students, don't answer this in the chat. For everybody that does not have mobile opt-in, meaning you do not have mobile opt-in, how many of you have tried to build a list but have been unsuccessful? Just type the number 1. If you've tried to build a list, haven't been successful, and you're not using mobile opt-in, you're not using my software. Okay, so I just want to make sure, I like to know who I'm talking to because there's so many of you in here tonight. It is crazy. In fact, look, you know how a lot of people hype up how many people are on webinars? I hate it when people do that. Watch this. Hold on. This is just called broadcasting live. Now I don't know. Tell me if you can see that. Can you guys see the number right there? Do I need to move it up, down? You can see it? Almost 800 people in here right now. I told you, we're like literally close to pegging, and there's people coming in every minute. 755 was the number, that's right. I'm not joking. There's a ton of people that are on here, so it's really awesome. Cool. So listen, we are going to dive into building your list. So if you guys don't have a list, I'm going to show you what we're doing to do it. And in fact, I've got a lot of my mobile opt-in students on here. I'd like to, I might let some of you come on and talk a little bit about it and give us some feedback. I don't know. We'll see. We'll just see how it plays out, how long we go. I won't keep you on here for 3 hours, I promise. All right, so building your list. This is a cool new image that I put up. The first time I showed this was literally 2 days ago, or it was yesterday. And it's really a visual, okay? Because email marketing is all about momentum. What kills momentum is the hard work to build an email list. So I had this picture made in this graphic so it would give you a real clear image of what we're really doing. You see, you work really hard to build your list. But once that list, it's like pushing a ball up a hill. Once it gets to the top of the hill, it's all over with. Because you build momentum as you start to make money with email marketing. Let me tell you how it works. You build your list. Let's say you get 500 people on your list. Not a ton of people, just 500, all right? You send an email to those 500. Now you're at the top of the hill. You send your first email. You take that first little tick towards rolling down the hill. You send that email to 500 people. You get a lot of opens. You get a lot of clicks. You make a little money. You don't make a lot of money. You make a little money, okay? But what happens? You're freaking excited because guess what? There's thousands of things you've tried to do on the internet that haven't worked for you and you've given up on. And now all of a sudden, you just made $8 or you just made $80. You made $120. So you're thrilled. So what do you think you do? You go back and you send another email and you make a little more money. And then guess what you get excited about? You get excited about how can I make even more money when I send these emails? How can I build my list even bigger? And you get entrenched in this. You get excited by it. You build the momentum because you're continuing to do more and more and more, and you're more and more engaged in it. You're learning, and it just takes off, and it rolls down the hill, and it's huge. That's how email marketing businesses work. How many of you understand me when I say this? Just say yes if you understand me when I say this, okay? It's not like all these other businesses where it rises and it falls and all that. Once you get an email list, it's game over, okay? You press send, you start to profit. That's how it works. But you got to get that email list first, and it's got to be a good email list. It can't be some crappy email list. It's got to be a good one, okay? You got to focus on quality, okay? Quality. That is the key, okay? We talk about it time and time and time again. You'll hear me talk about it 100 times over on our coaching calls like this, because I've got to make you remember that just because there's this bright, shiny object that hits your email box that says, hey, learn how to build a 2 million person list for $7, doesn't mean it's worth the $7, okay? What it means is it's junk. You've got to learn quality. You want good quality on your email list, and you can make more money than you'll ever make with huge email lists, okay? Very, very important. Now, this is a prime example of it, and I'm going to go through it really quick. I made $11,816.60 the very first time I sent an email. This is the first email that I ever sent. A lot of my students on here have seen this a few times because I use it as inspiration. You can see it's 2012, $11,816.60. Look at the date, February 23rd. You can see that's when I sent the emails, when I made the first dollar. All right? Well, check this out. Look at the date, February 23rd. This is the email that I sent that made almost $12,000. I had under 10,000 people on my email list. I had under 10,000 people. I made over $1 per person on my email list with one press of the button. How many of you feel like that's pretty good? Just say yes if you do. I pressed send one time, and after that one time, I made almost 12 grand. Pretty good, huh? I would agree. I think it's pretty good. I was excited. I remember, I don't ever tell my students this. I've never told you guys this, but I remember where I was when I sent this. You can see I sent it at night. I don't know if any of you can see that. I sent it at 7 o'clock at night. I sent it at 7 o'clock at night because I had been playing around and trying to do this list building thing, and I thought, I'll try this. I was scared to send an email. I didn't know what it would do. And so I sent the email at 7 o'clock. I still lived at home with my parents. My bed kind of fit into the corner of the wall, and I had a wall behind it, and my computer was off like in a little nook. So I laid down in the bed, and I started watching television. And I got up about 11:30, 12 o'clock, somewhere around there, and I checked my email. And when I checked my email, which I always do, I decided to reflect, to look at my ClickBank account just to see if I'd made any money, or I honestly didn't expect anything. And when I clicked in there, when I clicked, I think I made a little over $1,000 in 3 or 4. It was 3 or 4 hours. It was late at night. I came bolting down the stairs. I'm talking like running down my parents' stairs. They had wooden stairs, and it was like bam, 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 bam. And I turned the corner, and I'm bam, bam. My dad comes running out of his office. What are you doing? What is wrong with you? Because I'm like, Dad, you got to check this out. And I was telling him about this email marketing money I made. My dad thought I was crazy. I just told him, after all these things we've done, marketing, credit cards, I mean, here he is in his mid-60s having to try to conceptually understand that his son made more in a month than he made in an entire year when he owned a $1 million piece of property, right? And all I've got is all this stuff on the computer that he didn't even know how to turn on. Think about that. It's a pretty crazy concept, right? But this email, look, this email made me $26.08 every time somebody clicked. They click, I make $26, right? That's how it worked. That's what the averages were. Phenomenal. You'll see this said time and time again as we go through email marketing training, and if you've heard other marketers say this, I don't disagree with them. And that is that, look, if you have 1,000 people on your list, you should be your goal should be to make $1,000 a month, meaning you should have $1 per subscriber per month. That's typical, okay? That's the goal. But if you build a quality email list, you can make way more than that. You saw I made $1 in one email, over $1, just for the subscribers on my list. And in fact, I actually started to make more by the end of February, okay, I had made almost, I think, $33,000 on those emails, and I'd sent like 2 emails. because I was scared to send too many. I didn't know what I was doing. All from one promotion, okay? And I had no clue what I was doing. So how many of you believe you can do this? If you get an email list, if you can just crack the email list code, you believe you can do this. You can send an email. You can get excited about it. You can quit with all this crap that's hard, complicated, difficult, changes all the time. Guess what? The beautiful thing about email marketing is it works the same way today that it did 10 years ago. It works the same way it did, well, gosh, now it's been 4 years, since 2012. And in the last 4 years, Facebook has changed 100 times. YouTube has changed 100 times. Google has changed 1,000 times. Everything that everybody else teaches changes constantly. But email, you still just press send in your GetResponse account or in your Aweber account or your SendLane account. You still do the same stuff. So it's a phenomenal thing because it doesn't require you to reinvent yourself every single month, which is really painful when you've had to do it. Now, most of the traffic is online on a mobile device, okay? I've told some of you this already if you've seen this presentation, but if you were not on the presentation that I did for Onyx students just yesterday, then you have not yet seen some of these really cool visual aids to help you really see the opportunity that lies in front of you, okay? 60% of traffic on the internet right now is on a mobile device. 60%. That means more than 50%, more than half of the people getting online do it on one of these. All right? It's projected to be over 75% in the next few years. So check this out. Mobile now makes up the majority of emails opened. 51%, everybody, 51% of the emails that are sent are opened on a mobile phone or a smartphone or an iPad. They're opened on a mobile device. 51%. Okay? How many of you think it would be smart to deliver emails that you know people are checking on a mobile phone? Just say yes if you think that's smart. If you think it's dumb, I will help you to not think that way before we end this webinar, I promise. Okay? All right, now, look at this. This is even crazier. 68% of Gmail and Yahoo's emails are opened on mobile devices. Do you realize that is almost 70% of the time when somebody checks their Gmail or checks their Yahoo, which is the two largest email providers, free email providers in the world, they're doing it on a mobile device. Think about that. That's pretty big. All right? Look at this stat. 7 out of 10 shoppers are likely to make a purchase on their mobile phone because of email marketing. Do any of you do e-commerce stores? Just say yes if you're doing like Shopify, any of that stuff. Okay? I see a lot of yeses. All right? If you are not building a mobile email list, a list of subscribers that you know when you send an email to them, they're probably going to open it on their phone, you're making a huge mistake. So if you plan to do an e-commerce business, do you think you need an email list of mobile subscribers, meaning people that are subscribing from their cell phone? All right, seen a lot of yeses. Good, good, good. Check this out. All right, focus on this. All right, write this down because this is key. Remember, I always tell you the devil's in the details. You're learning right now. This is great for me explaining to you how great mobile is because then I'll say, hey, by the way, you can buy mobile opt-in if you want it. That's fine. But forget about buying mobile opt-in and focus on the stats in front of you. 23% of emails that are opened on a mobile phone, okay? So if you check your email, just like this, 23% of the time, you're likely to check your email and say, oh, okay, close your phone, go on about your business, and come back and check it again. And you, oh, that's right, Tony emailed me. Interesting. In other words, you're likely to check it twice, okay? All right. When an email is checked twice, all right, when an email is checked twice, they are 65% more likely to generate a click. Think about that. What are the steps to making money as an email marketer? I want to see if you guys have learned I want to see if you've learned. What are the steps to making money as an email marketer? What's the first thing a person has to do? Okay, you got to build your list. All right, but let's say when you send your email, what's the first thing that has to happen in order for you to make money? That's right, Jim. Jim said you have to get the person to open. All right? Now, what's the next thing that has to happen for you to make money after they open the email? Ken said it. They got to click. Okay, so think about this. If you can deliver emails to a person on their mobile phone, and doing that means statistically 23% of the time they're going to open your email twice. And if that means that they're going to be 65% more likely to click, do you think you will make more money on emails that are delivered to mobile phones? Yes or no? Lesson learned. The answer is yes. All right, good. Email value. Statistics prove this. Email marketers, when they send an email and somebody opens it on a mobile device, it's worth twice as much money as when somebody opens it on a desktop. That is a stat that is proven. There's 100 studies on it. The last one that I read and I used to show said that the average earnings per click were 19 cents on desktop and 40 cents on mobile. Basically what that means is if you build an email list and you know the people on your email list are likely to check their emails on their cell phones, you're probably going to make close to twice as much money from your email marketing. Everybody with me? Just say yes if you're with me. Okay, good. Last stat. Look at these numbers. 2.2 billion mobile email users is what we expect. That is 80% of the users on the internet are expected to be opening their email on their phone. It's like if you don't grasp this concept, if you don't embrace this concept, okay, then what's going to happen is you're going to miss the boat, right? How many of you feel like you've missed the boat before? There's been an opportunity and you've thought about it and you look back and you're like, God, I missed the boat, right? I missed the boat. I missed it big time. I was just a little too late to the internet marketing scene and I didn't know as much about domain names and what they could be worth. And I've got buddies and friends that have bought simple URLs and sold them for millions of dollars, millions and millions. And I was just a little too late to that game, right? So I've missed the boat before. And I don't want you to miss the boat on this, okay? Mobile is where it's at, whether you use my software, my training, or somebody else's. Doesn't even matter to me. I don't care. The idea is to teach you that this is where it's at, okay? Quality is key. So if most of the traffic online is mobile, it stands to reason that you guys need to optimize for mobile. Do you remember how I said optimization was key? That was going to be a key component. That's a key to your success. That's a key to everything being successful online is optimizing. Well, if the internet changes and mobile phones change, then you've got to change the way that you get subscribers. Take a look at this. This is terrible. How many of you have seen one of these little web forms on your phone before? Just say yes if you've seen this before. Yeah, I know you have. Everybody's seen it. Okay, we're going to do our four steps to failure as a list builder. 4 reasons why you fail to build an email list that works. All right, here's failure number 1. How many of you have ever put a fake email address into one of these boxes? Just say yes if you've put, type number 1. If you've put a fake email address into one of these boxes before because you didn't want to get the emails, but you wanted to get the free something. All right, tons of you saying yes. Tons and tons and tons. In fact, I know that a lot of people, I know a lot of people that just believe that, you can't see the chat. So what we're going to do is we're just going to, I'm going to try, well, it's freezing up. All right, I'll try to get it in a second. All right, so everybody's put a fake one in. How many of you have a secondary email address that you don't really check, okay? You don't really check it, but you put it into these boxes so you don't actually get the emails. Type the number 2. That's failure point number 2 for list builders right there. As an email marketer, we don't like you. Everybody pressing the number 2 I love, but I don't love you. I'll give you a pass because you actually are on my list. So obviously you gave me your real email, or you wouldn't be on this webinar with me. That is the only reason you get a pass. Otherwise, I don't like you. All right, so wait, one more. How many of you have what we call fat fingers? Meaning you created your email list, God knows how long ago, or your email address. And so now when you see one of these web forms, you start typing this in, and you make a typo. Type 3. Type 3. Yep. All the 3s. We all misspell things. In fact, some of you on this webinar have bought mobile opt-in and misspelled your email address when you signed up and you didn't even get your login information. And I had to send you support emails to try to get you your login information. Now, if you will misspell your email address after you buy something, you'll misspell it when you're trying to get something for free. So typos, that's the third way that just kills us. It kills us, all right? Kills us. Sorry, I've got all this stuff on the floor here. It kills us. All right, now, the fourth and final thing, very, very important. It's a mobile world, okay? We are now distracted every day. We lay down to go to bed at night, and 10 years ago, we read a book, right? Or maybe let's say 30, 40 years ago, you read books when you lay down, and people still do that now. But then TV came along, and then everybody laid down and they watched television before they go to bed, right? And then this whole mobile thing hit, where I can now read a book on Kindle, or I can get on my cell phone and I can work. I can be on Facebook. I can be doing I can be running my business, buying stock, and do whatever I want from my phone. So you know what I do every night when I go to bed? I sit on my phone and I do stuff until I fall asleep. That's what I do, right? Mobile world. Well, think about this. If you've got your phone and you open your email and you're walking down the street, you know, you're heading to work, heading to this place, that place, go meet a friend, whatever, and you see this. A lot of times, people will not stop everything, and try to type their 42-character email address that they made 20 years ago before we ever had to type on a phone into that box, right? How many of you have just closed this box before and said, forget that. I don't have time to be typing anything. Type the number 4 if you've done this before. Yeah. Everybody's done this before, right? These are the 4 things that kill your success, period. They kill your success. If you allow this to happen, you cannot have a successful email marketing business in today's world. It's not possible. I'm just telling you. It's not possible because so many people are on mobile phones now that now we don't have enough people opening their emails on their desktops to make up for all of this. Okay? So, what do we do about it? Right? How many of you that don't have mobile opt-in would like to know what to do about it? Just say yes. What if I could guarantee you 100% without a doubt you could never, ever would anybody be able to opt into your email list with a typo, with a fake email address, with a secondary email address, and that they wouldn't even have to type anything to get into your email list? Would that be of interest? I would think so. I would think that would be very interesting, and I would think it'd be very smart to make that happen. So let me show you how it works. Of course, this is the information I've already told you. What happens? You get fake email addresses, which kills your results. It hurts your ability to make any money. It hurts your ability to deliver your emails, right? Fake emails, wrong emails, secondary emails, people leaving. All of this absolutely just sucks. All I can say. So here's some of my great stats. I'm very proud of these. I show these very frequently. I believe that it's very good. You know, I skipped a lot of my story, a lot of the stuff that I always talk about tonight, and I skipped all that because a lot of you have heard it before, and I don't want to bore you. I'd rather teach you. But I will show you this again because this is probably some of the worst results of anything I've ever done in my entire career. Meaning, I don't know that I've ever had such bad results on anything. Okay? So, why is that? Clinton says I'm a fun person to listen to. I think that's a good thing. I don't know. I don't know. Type 1 if it's a good thing that I'm a fun person to listen to. Type 2 if you think I should shut up. I don't know. Somebody will type it 2. I know you will. Who's going to be the first one to type it 2? Nobody's typing it. Wait, I saw it 2. Jay Dahlman says it typed it 2. I don't know if you were being funny or not, but that's not funny, okay? So anyway, these results are not funny either. These results absolutely suck, right? 131,000 emails sent, 600 opens, 74 clicks. Folks, there is your formula for failure. There's your formula for losing money. There's your formula for giving up. There's your formula for failure. When you send 131,000 emails and you get 74 clicks, you qualify as sucking. I can't say it any other way. These are my stats, so I can tell you I sucked at this at first. I tried. I built this big email list, and it was terrible. And it was terrible because everything on it was probably fake. Look, 15,000 emails bounced on one send. One send, 15,000. It was just terrible. These are the results that I got when I started to try to build my email list big, right? When it was small, 10,000 or whatever, it's easy to have good quality when you don't have a big sample size. But when I decided to go big, like this, I did not do a good job, right? I did terrible. So how did I fix that? How did I fix it? These stats, these won't work, by the way. These are terrible. Well, look at these opt-in pages right here. Those of you that have mobile opt-in, you've seen these. You've probably made some pages. What is missing? For those of you that do not have mobile opt-in, what's missing from these pages? What's missing? Somebody tell me. What's missing? Ah, all right. Sharice says, and Jim says, there's no form. There's nowhere to type. Now, would you believe that using these pages, you can actually get an email opt-in, even though nobody can type anything in? I'll show you more about it. I'm going to show you exactly how it works, but here we go. When I use those forms, those pages, okay, when I use those mobile opt-in pages to build my email list, I get on average 50% open rates. Okay, 50%. Recall that the one I just showed you was 0.53, meaning 0.5%. So this is 49.5% higher. All right? 100% of the campaigns I have built have been successful. Now I want you to stop right now. Okay? I want you to just stop everything. Look at the screen. Focus. Do this. And just so you can't see all the, just focus. 100% of the campaigns I've used this on have been successful. I have not had one single failure. Have you ever even heard that before? Has anybody ever heard that before? Of something that literally has never failed. Now, I'm not saying that if you use mobile opt-in, you're never going to fail. I mean, I'm not crazy. What I'm telling you is that I have never had a single failure. And I just showed you a failure doing it the other way. I just showed you my stats. I failed miserably. Never again have I failed using this software. Okay? Can everybody still see my screen? Type yes if you can still see my screen. I saw a few people saying they couldn't, but that must be your computers, guys, because now we have 832 people on. Welcome to the other 100 people that have joined us since I took a picture of how many people were here. Okay, 100% success. Look at these successes, okay? Pay close attention. You see up there where it says mobile? It's because it truly is my mobile list, right? Look, 2012 to 2015. I just took these screenshots when I built this presentation, or part of it anyway, was 2015. So look at this, 38,000 emails sent, 21,000 opens, 10,000 clicks, 10,000 clicks, 27.76% click rate. Almost 60% of the people that I sent this email to opened it. Have you ever seen anybody get 60% open rates? Have you ever seen anybody teach you that's teaching you get 60% open rates, not on 100 emails sent, not on the 200-300, on 38,000 emails sent. This is not a small sample. This is not, ooh, I did some little trickery and I got 200 of my friends and I sent them a dinner invitation through GetResponse and, oh, 60%. No. You know what this is? This is real life. 38,000 people got this email. And it's almost 60%. But watch, it gets better. 201,000 got this, and 48% opened it. Almost 49. I bet you if I pulled these stats, I would probably have some more opens by now, and it would be trickled up some. Almost 50%. Now I want you guys to write something down, okay? This is very key. And for those of you that have mobile opt-in, this is key, okay? This is not all about, let me show you how great it is so you'll buy it. If you have it, you need to be listening. Because when we hear things multiple times, we catch different pieces of the puzzle. That way, when we go to implement, we've got all those pieces up here, and we didn't leave one of them over there that we forgot. Write down, why is the click rate so high? So write it down. Why is the click rate so high? Meaning, why are so many people clicking? I get that I got real email addresses. That means they'll open. But just because somebody opens doesn't mean they're going to click. They could just as easily say, well, I don't want to click that. That's a high click-through rate. Keep that in mind. Keep it in mind. I'm going to show you why it's high. Look at this one. 105,000 emails sent, 28,000 clicks, 52,000 opens, 50% open rate, 27% click rate. Look at this one. 91,000 emails sent, 42,000 open, 26,000 clicks, almost a 30% click rate. 30. That's high. That is very, very high, right? Wonder why the click rate is so high. I'm going to show you. How many of you would like me to show you a demo of mobile opt-in right now? And I'm going to show you a couple of the reasons why this works so well. Just say yes in the chat if you'd like to. All right, give me 1 second. I'm going to pull it up on my screen. Got to come over here and do that. I got to pull it up here on the screen. All right, everybody, so we're at my computer, and we are looking at a live demo of mobile opt-in, okay? So what I want to show you is, during the presentation, I've been telling you that there are some real keys to success, okay, keys to success as a mobile, when you're building your list with mobile traffic, all right? So, number one, I want you to watch at how we get the email address of the subscribers. What you're seeing right here is you are actually seeing a demo page. So this is one of our pages that we built for the purpose of showing you this demo. Now, you can see that there is no box to type anything into. In fact, let me show you how mobile opt-in gets the email address and puts it into your email list. When a person comes to this page, all they have to do is simply click this button right here, the big call to action button that says click here. When they click it, it automatically opens up their email client on their phone. Now, when it opens up their email client on their phone, using the mobile opt-in software, you get to control what this email says, which means you get to make the subject line whatever you want it to be, and you get to make all of this information right here inside of the email, whatever you want it to be. Now, when a person sends you this email, mobile opt-in automatically goes in and it grabs their name and their email address from their cell phone and it opts it right into your list. Do you realize that that means it is impossible to get a fake email address? Do you realize that that means it is impossible to get a typo? Do you realize that that actually means it is impossible? It's not possible to get a secondary email address Because you are actually getting the email address right out of a person's phone. The phone that they have with them 23 out of 24 hours a day. The phone that they check their email on, because that's how they ended up on this page. You get their best email address and you get their real email address, right? Would you agree that this is like the most insane technology you've ever seen in your life? This guarantees that you build a quality email list. Quality. Now you recall, I talked to you a little bit about the click-through rate. Why is the click-through rate so high? Why is it so high? Well, let me just ask you this. Think about this for a second. Have you ever put your information, your name and email, into one of those little boxes on the internet and then completely forgotten that you did it? And so 3 or 4 days later, you get an email from that company or from that person, and you just delete it because you don't even remember doing it, right? We've all done this. We've all done this. But think about the psychology that's at play with mobile opt-in. When you send an email to somebody, okay, when you send an email, do you expect a response? Yes or no? Do you expect someone to respond when you send them an email, right? The answer is, of course, yes. You expect a response. So, think about this. A user is actually sending you an email. So when you respond with your email marketing, they're more engaged. They're expecting that response from you. They want your email. And so they're more likely to open it, and they're more likely to take action. They're more likely to click the email because they're responding to your response. All right? This is a key point for mobile opt-in, and it's a key point for all email marketers. And that is the psychology behind why this works so well. It's going to get real email addresses, so guaranteed you got higher open rates. But the reason you get those higher click-through rates is because people are expecting you to email them. And that is the best list on the planet that you could ever have, is an email list that wants you to email them, right? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually show you a demo, and we're going to build a campaign together. Would you like to build a campaign with me with mobile opt-in right now? Just yes or no to yourself. You want to see mobile opt-in in action. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build a demo campaign. So I'm going to slide this down. And I'm going to go over here. So I'm inside of mobile opt-in. We've got some cool stats and stuff. I'll talk to you about those in a little bit. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to click on Create Campaign, because this is how you get started with mobile opt-in. You click on Create Campaign. And when you do, you'll see this very, very, very simple little thing come up like this. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to name our campaign, okay? So for the sake of doing this, why don't we just name this? Why don't we name this Anthony's? We're gonna name it Anthony's Book, okay? And then down here it'll give us a little URL. So we're gonna name it Anthony's Book. I'm gonna build a campaign to show you how I could maybe promote my book. All right. So then you're gonna click on Add Template. Now, one of the great things about mobile opt-in, okay, the great things, is that a lot of companies, when they build software like this, here's where they fail. They don't give you good templates to use. They simply just don't. What we've done is we've put 300 templates plus into mobile opt-in, meaning there's 300, but there's tons more being added almost every week. All right? We've got default templates like this where you can use them for anything. We've got great designs. These are the designs, by the way, that I've used in my own business. But if you're in the weight loss or dieting niche, we've got those. If you're in the dog training niche, we've got that. If you're in the kind of patriotic or even something like survival niche, we've got something for you. If you're into personal development, we've got those. We've got dating, we've got internet marketing, we've got investing in finance, education, auto insurance for you CPA marketers. We've got image-based templates. What is this? This lets you put your own images into the templates. So if you'd like to put your images into your templates, you can do it right here. Very, very easy, okay? Lots of image-based templates. If for any reason you do webinars, our software is integrated with GoToWebinar, and we're actually integrating right now with Webinar Jam. That means you can host your webinars and people can literally sign up for them right here through the software. One click, one email, and it'll automatically register them, okay? Religion and faith, babies and toddlers, and actually we've got real estate being added right now, stock investing being added right now, and 2 other niches being added. So our support staff is always available. We take requests, and then we just build them out because we're using them, right? So let me just pick default. We're going to build a default campaign right now to show you how this works. So I love the beach. You all know this. If you've watched any of my trainings in the past, you know I love the beach. So I'm going to go ahead and select this one right here of the ocean. So we're going to select that template. And what it'll do is it'll bring up this little editor over here on the side. Super, super simple. We're going to name our template. I'm just going to name this one Template 1. Okay? Now, the terms of service, the privacy policy, and the contact us. You can leave these blank, or you can fill these out. If you have your own website, you can put these URLs in here. I'm going to leave them blank for the purpose of this demo. Now, you can also choose your integration. So how do we actually get your subscribers into your email list? We are integrated with Aweber, GVO, GetResponse, SendLane, MailChimp, GoToWebinar, Zapier. We've got, oh gosh, man, we've got SendReach, we've got Fluttermail, we've got many, many others that we are actually integrating with right now. So the way that this works is really simple. You simply go in here and you select which one of your accounts you want to put your email subscribers in when they opt in through this page. Very, very simple. So watch this. We'll just go ahead and we'll select let's select my SendLane account. So SendLane comes up, and look at this. It brings up and it says choose list. And you can see I have some, this is a demo account, but all of your email lists inside of your SendLane account show up right here, okay? If you were to choose your GetResponse list, if you have a GetResponse account, look at this. All of my lists inside of my GetResponse account show up right here, okay? So I'm going to switch back to SendLane, and then I'm going to select Anthony's list. So here's what this means. This means I'm telling Mobile Opt-in that when somebody opts in, I want you to put them in my SendLane account, and I want you to add them to this list, okay? Does everybody follow? All right, you got to follow me through the demo so that you make sure you have 100% knowledge of exactly how this is working. All right, we're gonna come back to this, okay? Now, remember I told you, you get to control what that email says. So remember I showed you this email right here in that first demo that I made. I can control what shows up here on a user's phone by simply typing it in right here when I build the campaign. So for instance, here's the subject. I might type something like this. Please send me your free book. And then it might be something like this. Anthony, please send me a copy of your free book, Your Email Profits. I am stoked to get this book and learn how to do email marketing. Thank you. Okay? And then you can actually put stuff in here. I do this like this. I put press send now to get Anthony's book for free. All right, so I kind of give them a call to action in the email, and I tell them press send. All right, then you get to scroll down to our really cool editor. We actually put this into a phone for you so you can see what it'll look like when you actually go live. All right, and you can edit everything. So get instant access to my never seen before, let's see, Your Email Profits book. All right, you have to check out this shocking, call it, information. All right, I can edit all of this. So you get to edit anything that you want to edit in here, okay? I'm not going to go through and edit all of this one because you kind of get the point. You can edit it. When you're done, you simply hit this button right here, you hit save. And it says that you've saved your template. At this point, you've got one template active and you've got your campaign. So you just hit submit and you're done. If you look down here, you'll see this campaign has just shown up. Okay, does everybody see that? The campaign Anthony's book is now in my account. So how do I check it out? Well, I click this little button right here that says hosted URL. When you click that, it's going to bring up the website address of the new mobile opt-in campaign that you just built. All right, now, you can customize this domain name. That is possible, but for the sake of this demo, I'm just going to leave it as it is, okay? So, how do we view this? Well, we'll just open back up our simulator here, all right, our iPhone simulator, and let me just go back to this, and I'll type it in. I'll type in this website address. All right. I already had the same one of these up. I'm sorry. had the same template up before. But look, do you see how this says your email profits book? Does everybody see that we actually went to the new page? All right. You can see it says get instant access to my never seen before your email profits book. All right. So we're live on this new demo page that we just made. It took only a few seconds. Watch what happens when we click this button. When we click the button, up pops the email and it says, please send me your free book. And look, it says, Anthony, please send me a copy of your free book. I'm stoked to get the book. And then you can see where it says for them to press send now. Do you see how simple it was to create this campaign? Can you see yourself launching a campaign in just a few minutes? There's not a lot of hoopla, there's not a lot of red tape, there's not a lot of complication. It literally takes a few minutes to launch your very own mobile opt-in campaign. Start building your email marketing business. Start building your list with the best email addresses on the planet. But mobile opt-in does not stop there. So here's what I want to show you. Let's just go back into our campaign. And let me show you some of the features, because it is very important that you see the features that are inside of here, okay? All right, so we click on Edit. Now check this out. We're going to go back here, and we're going to edit our template. Now, do you see down here where it says redirect after opt-in? What does that mean? Well, if you're familiar with the standard opt-in forms, typically on the internet, you can put your email address into a form and then be redirected somewhere else. Well, the problem is we're not asking a user to put their email address into anywhere. So guess what? That means we kind of lose one of those ways where we can make money, right? I mean, would you agree that it's great to be able to redirect a user to your web page, to an offer you make money on, to an offer you're selling, but you can't do that with this method. Or at least I didn't think you could do that with this method. But we figured out how to actually make a user go wherever you want them to go after they opt in to your list. Would you like to see how that's done? Here's how we do it. It's very, very simple. We're going to type in my website address here, www.thehiddenmillionairebook.com. Okay, so this is one of the first books that I wrote. This is the website address for it. So watch what is going to happen. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to save this campaign. I'm going to hit OK, and then I'm going to submit it. Now watch closely what happens, everybody. I'm going to refresh, so I'm reloading my campaign. You all see that I'm on the Your Email Profits book, so I'm on the demo campaign here. Watch what happens. I click to opt in, okay? It brings up the email editor. So now, when a user sends this email, I can control what they see. However, the beautiful part about mobile opt-in is that I can actually control what a user sees even if they don't send the email. Do you realize that that means you can even profit from the people who do not actually send the email and opt into your list? Would you agree that that is a phenomenal feature? Yes or no? Would you agree that that can make you a lot of money? Yes or no? Let me show you what happens. This is a simulator, so I can't actually press send. But if I press send or I press cancel, watch what the first thing I see on my iPhone is. The first thing I see is that Hidden Millionaire website. That's the first thing I'm going to see. Would you agree that that would make you money? Look, you got to be thinking to yourself, well, okay, wow, that's awesome, but how do I make money from that? How would I make money? Well, let me show you some examples of how you would make money from it. It's very, very simple. Okay, check this out. we've got a live demo CPA offer. So let's take a look real quick. Let's just go into this campaign and dive in. This is a campaign promoting auto insurance. So if you are a CPA marketer and you promote offers like auto insurance, education, things like that, in other words, if you promote offers from affiliate networks, this is how you would use it. You see, this thing says, after I opt in, or after somebody opts in, send them through my affiliate link. Pretty simple, right? So now I get to make money off this affiliate program while I'm building my list. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? You answer me. I don't know. I think it's a good thing, right? Let me show you how this campaign works. Let's just take a look at it here. All we've got to do is pull it up on our screen, and I'm going to pull it up, and we're just going to go to it. I'm going to show you how fast you can actually make money using mobile opt-in, okay? You're building your list, but you're making money at the same time. And that's the smart way to do business. You see, here's that campaign right here, live, okay? So, person comes to this page. I promote this website address. I can promote it on Google. I can promote it on Facebook. I can promote it on YouTube. I can promote it on Yahoo. I can promote it on my fan pages. I can promote it anywhere. And then somebody lands on my site. Now, when they land on my site, they look and they say, wow, I want to learn how to save money on my insurance. Absolutely. So they click this button. And when they click it, they get this little email that pops up that says, hey, I read your ad online. I want free auto insurance saver report. Please send me the information now. So let's say they send you the information or they don't. Either way, the next thing they see on their phone, boom, lower your auto insurance rates. All they got to do is put their zip code in, click this button, and I make $11.50. Every single time it happens, I make $11.50. Is that amazing or what? You see how I'm able to build my list, but I'm also able to make a huge profit in the process. People are always worried about list building costs you so much money. Okay, but not if you're doing it this way, because A, you get real email addresses, and B, you're making money while you're doing it. You're not waiting to get the email list to make money. You make money instantly. The affiliate network's going to pay me for this, right? That's a little demo for you affiliates. How about e-commerce? I know there's a lot of people that are watching this that do e-commerce. Okay, so let me show you something. We do some Shopify ourselves. Let's take a look at this little demo campaign that I built. All right, and we actually use this campaign, but we'll just show you this one. So we've got quite a few of them actually. This particular one, tell you what, let's take a look at a different one. Let's pull up. Let's just take this, turn this to 0. Pay no attention. I just want you to see. I want you to actually see the one that actually has the product on it. So take a look at this. So this is a demo of how you could use this with Shopify. So if you're using Shopify, if you're doing Shopify, watch this. You need to see this. All right. So a user comes to this campaign. They see this template. It says, get this free bracelet. How do you get this free bracelet? All you've got to do is click this button right here. Okay, so the user comes and they're like, wow, I can get a free bracelet. I want the bracelet. So they click this button. Now when they click this button, they get the email editor that comes up and it says, click here to get your free bracelet. Beautiful. Now guess what happens? If they send the email or if they don't send the email, either way, what happens? The next thing they see on their phone is my Shopify site giving them this bracelet free plus shipping. How many of you feel like you can make a lot of money doing that? How many of you feel like you can make money with your Shopify store by building your list, but also still selling your product? Nobody's telling you not to sell. Nobody's telling you not to make money as an affiliate. What we're saying is build your list and make a profit. Do it both, right? Because that list is going to continue to make you profits over and over and over again. Okay? It's the way of the future, and if you're not in on it, then you're going to get left behind. That's just the way that it is. There are other examples that I can show you. In fact, with our image templates, you can do some really cool stuff like this. You can have, let's say you're an author. I know that we've got a lot of people that do digital publishing. You're doing your own product online, or maybe you've got a book that you've written. and you're trying to figure out, how do I get my book to the world? How do people see my book? Well, look at this. Get instant access to my new book, The Hidden Millionaire. Check out this information. Here's another really cool template that I built for my book, right? Now I build my list and I sell my book. Is that a smart way of doing business, yes or no? You see, it's all about being smart. It's all about being a smart marketer. If you're going to put the time and energy in, you got to do it right. Do it for the best results, right? Now we've got some other really cool features that I will show you really fast, okay? We don't want the demo to take forever. However, I do want you to see some cool stuff. If you are doing retargeting marketing, okay? So if you've done any retargeting marketing, you can put your retargeting code in here, your Google Analytics code in here, and instantly, when people visit your campaign, you will build your retargeting list, all right? So you will instantly be building your retargeting list. All right, what about optimization? If you click that button and turn it on, we will automatically optimize your campaign for you. Now, wait a minute, what does that mean? What are we optimizing? Well, the greatest part about mobile opt-in is the split testing. You can see that we have one template here for our demo, but if you click up here and you click Add Template, we can go in here and we can say, maybe people don't like the beach. Maybe they like the road more. And we can click this button here. We can add a new template, call it, say, Template 2, and we can redirect these people right back to our book website, and we can edit this new cool template that we have here. We can save this, and then we just simply go up here and we can say, hey, mobile opt-in, send 50% of the traffic here and 50% of it there, and then we can save it. Now what just happened? I'm now split testing two different templates. So now when I go to this campaign, okay, when I go to this URL, 50% of the time I'm going to see the beach, and 50% of the time I'm actually going to see that new template that I added. Now why is that important? Because I told you at the beginning of this presentation, there you go, you see it live on your screen. And if I refresh it, I can keep going this and it'll catch up and it'll go 50-50 for exactly what we want it to do. How many of you feel like that is a really, really good feature, being able to optimize your templates? Optimize your templates. This is key. Okay, this is a very big key to success online, is the word optimization. All right. Now, how do you use mobile opt-in? How does one actually use it? Where do you put it? Well, there's two ways, okay? There's two ways you can use mobile opt-in. Number one, you can promote your hosted URL, which you see right here. Now, remind you, I said that you can customize your domain name. You can. There's a little button right up here that says Domains, all right? If you click that, you can add your own domain name, and then, of course, when you go to your hosted URL, it would be your domain name would be here. So this is one. You can actually build your own landing pages and promote them to build your list. However, do you have your own website? I'm sure that a lot of people watching this demo in this video right now have their own website. If you have your own website, we've also got an awesome way for you to use mobile opt-in. We've got an awesome way for you to use it. All you got to do is click this embed code right here, and it brings this up. And let me tell you what this does. The embed code is a phenomenal feature. Basically what the embed code does is, if you place this on any website, if you've got a WordPress website, if you've got a Shopify website, if you've got a review website, if you're a book author, if you're an author and you've got a website, if you're a product creator and you've got a website, if you place this code on it, mobile opt-in will automatically detect when there is mobile traffic coming to your website, and they will send it automatically over to your mobile opt-in page. Meaning the users don't see the website that you have that's not really mobile friendly or that's not mobile optimized. They will actually see your mobile opt-in page. Do you feel like that's a huge plus? I can tell you right now, using this one strategy, just this one strategy, we have added over 350,000 subscribers to our email list. 350,000 subscribers, all by just simply monetizing the mobile traffic it was already coming to our existing websites. You can't beat that. So there's two ways that you can use mobile opt-in. Now, there's something else that you need to see, and that's the stats. Now, of course, this is a demo account, so the stats are kind of crazy. But if you click up here, you click on any of your campaigns, you can see the stats. Now, I'm going to be very clear with you on what the stats are. This is how many visitors have actually come to this mobile opt-in page, and this is how many people that have clicked on the button. Let me show you what that means. That means the visitors are how many people that have landed right here. The clicks are how many people have clicked on this button right here and done this. But here's the question. Can we track how many people actually press send? Can we track how many people actually opt in to your list? Well, as you can see, when we first started, we couldn't. 12 visitors, 19 clicks, and that was it. But I'm happy to say that through persistence and an awful lot of testing, we have figured out how to actually track who clicks send here. So now, if you just click right over here on these detailed stats, here's what you see. You see how many people visited the page. You see how many people clicked the page. But look at this. You also see how many people press send. How many people opted into your list? Tells you right here. We can now track the opt-in percentage for you. What that means is if you have multiple templates, when you click that optimize button, mobile opt-in will automatically optimize your templates to get you the one that has the highest click-through rate, the highest opt-in rate, so that you make the most money because, hey, we got to be honest, we sleep. And while we're sleeping, our websites don't turn off. So if we are optimizing at all times, we're losing out. But mobile opt-in has one-click optimization technology. You turn it on, we do the rest. And we will optimize your campaigns to get you the best results, make you the most money, get you the most subscribers. Now, we take it a step further if you want to. You can see this conversion pixel. Let's say you're an affiliate. Let's say you're an author selling a book. Let's say you're a product creator and you sell a product. Let's say you're an e-commerce store owner and you're selling little bracelets. If you take this little tracking pixel and put it on your success page, we can actually go right in and track all of the people that convert. Meaning, we can actually track the clicks, the opt-ins, and the people that convert into cash for you right then and there. How many of you feel like that's pretty awesome? I'm imagining there are tons of people saying absolutely, heck yes, this is amazing. I've never seen anything like this. This is crazy. This is next level. This is kind of that missing key, the missing piece of the puzzle, if you will, to massive success online. Now, there's one other thing that I've never demoed and never shown anybody before, okay? And that is, there's a way for those of you who are in SEO, or maybe you have an SEO agency, or maybe you're into local marketing. How could you make money with mobile opt-in? Well, I don't know if we have anybody in here that's actually watching this live cast and seeing the potential of this, that's thinking, I wish I could do this with local marketing. Well, guess what? You can, and this is what's so awesome. You can build a mobile opt-in campaign. Okay, you can build it. You're going to be able to build unlimited campaigns. Once you build your campaign, you can go to a local business and you can say, hey, local business, look what I can do. And you can simply take your phone and show them a pre-built campaign for their business, right? And you can show them how you can help them build their list and monetize their local traffic instantly. They're going to freak out because they've never seen this type of technology before. Nobody's ever walked in and told them that. All right? Then you say, okay, I'll build this campaign for you. I'll give you this little piece of code that you can just stick on your website, and it'll start building your email list instantly. And I'll give you this little website address right here that you can promote on your Facebook page and anywhere you want, and it'll start building your list for you. And I'm only going to charge you X. You could charge them $100 a month. We actually have students right now that are charging $97 a month to business owners for this specific technology. And I'm sure you're wondering, well, how does the business see their stats? Very simple. You see up here where it says assign users? When you build this campaign, all you've got to do is click that button, put in their name and email address, and they will actually be able to come to mobile opt-in. They will be able to log in, and they will be able to see only their stats. That means you can give them a login name and password. They can see only their statistics, and you don't ever have to do anything, and you can charge every single month to literally be providing a service to a business owner. Business owners freak out about this because they've never seen it before. So there are multiple ways that you can actually profit from mobile opt-in. I'm imagining that everybody's probably pretty much going crazy right now, considering the fact that this has never been seen before. I'm sure nobody's ever even done this before. But I also want to show you a couple of other quick things, okay? Number one is our message system. When you get mobile opt-in, you come in, you can see everything we're doing, okay? Everything we're doing, we load in here, and we load the dates that we're doing it. If you click it, you can read it. You can read the messages from us. We like to stay in touch with you. We like to make sure that you're actually using this. Now, what about our support and our training? If you click up here on support and you click FAQ and training, here's what you see. This great, awesome video, how do I get started? Probably want to start there. Then how do I use the embed code? Look, integrations. Doesn't matter what you're using. How do I integrate with SendLane? How do I integrate with GetResponse, Aweber, MailChimp, Zapier, GoToWebinar? The list goes on and on and on, right? Videos for every single thing that you are doing, okay? Everything. Templates, customizing domains, campaign settings, reports and analytics. If you need help doing something, it's right here, all right? And then, of course, if you need additional help, you click Contact Us, you fill out this little support ticket right here, and boom, it comes straight to our inbox. And I'll show you in a little while that I'm actually the one that answers probably 85 to 90% of these support tickets. I answer myself. Now, you might be wondering, this is great. I love this, but I'd really like some traffic training. I'd really like to know, how do I get traffic to my new mobile opt-in pages? And the answer is simple. I'm going to show you in a second, but we've got some bonuses for you. First of all, we've got mobile opt-in case studies. If you use Shopify and e-commerce, here's a case study on how we're using it right now. It shows you start to finish what we're doing. If you're an affiliate, here's a campaign that we're using mobile opt-in on right now. A complete walkthrough over the shoulder of what we're doing. If you create products, write books, if you're an author, if you're a product launcher, here we go. We'll show you how to use this. If you're doing webinars, we'll show you how to increase your attendance. We show you all of this right here, okay? But we've also got this bonus traffic training right here inside of mobile opt-in. Here is a 7-session Facebook ad training with my brother Adrian Morrison, who I'll tell you more about in just a second, but he is a phenomenal Facebook marketer, probably one of the best in the world. And we've twisted his arm and got exclusive Facebook ad training for mobile opt-in and for mobile, on Facebook. So what that means is, basically, this training doesn't exist anywhere else on the planet. This was made for mobile opt-in users, and that's it. We also got Fred Lamb, one of the most incredible Google advertisers I have ever met in my entire life. He's doing 2 sessions of Google AdWords training to make sure that you are able to get traffic from Google, right? I'm sure all of you are saying, this is phenomenal, this is crazy, because not only do you get the software that builds the list, you get the traffic to get those people to the software, to the page. It's A plus B, and all it can equal is C. And that's a big, awesome, high-quality list. And that is what it's all about. That's where you shine. That's where your business takes it to the next level, okay? Now, I'm going to also talk to you in just a second about the Traffic Expert Academy. I want you to see this. Traffic Expert Academy. Every single month, every month, there will be a new traffic strategy added to mobile opt-in. Okay? New traffic strategy. You can see January 2016, Anthony Morrison's fan page traffic strategy. I'm going to show you how I built an email list of over 75,000 people using my Facebook fan page and not spending any money. That's coming to you live inside of Mobile Opt-in. The Traffic Expert Academy will feature people you've probably never heard of because they are not product creators, they are not product sellers, they are simply people making a lot of money by doing online advertising. They're going to come on and share tips on YouTube, they're going to share tips on Google, they're going to share tips on SEO, they're going to share tips on Facebook. Everything you can think of, they're going to be bringing to you once a month, every single month for our Mobile Opt-in users. I'm sure you're extremely, extremely excited about this. I think if I could see you to say, how many of you are excited about Mobile Opt-in? How many of you are thrilled about Mobile Opt-in? How many of you would like to see how to get Mobile Opt-in and see what else we have in store for you with Mobile Opt-in? I'm sure you're all saying yes. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to pause here for just a second, and I'm going to jump back into my presentation, and we're going to continue on, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about Mobile Opt-in. All right, so we're at the Mobile Opt-in. We've just gone through our entire Mobile Opt-in demo. How many of you love the demo? Just say yes. Even if you've already got Mobile Opt-in, it can't hurt to go back through that, to listen. This is the last time I'm doing it. I'm not doing it anymore on the Success Connection. I've got some partners that are bringing me on a few times this month, but that's it. So we're not going to be doing that anymore, okay? So, if you're new to Mobile Opt-in, I'm sure you enjoyed another walkthrough of it. I know I get too excited doing it. I lose my voice when I do it. So, here's the thing. I asked some of my students last week what you thought about Mobile Opt-in. Some of you are actually probably on here tonight. You posted on my Facebook page. And I like to show this because, if you don't have Mobile Opt-in or if you just picked it up yesterday, it's important to see that people love it. Charity says it's a 10+ rating. Teresa says she doesn't even promote things very much, but she loves this, right? And I could go on and on. I'm not going to go too much on this. 10 for Mobile Opt-in from Jacqueline, Christian, Todd, Yassine. I mean, everybody loves Mobile Opt-in. Tara loves Mobile Opt-in. Look, another great solution. I mean, some of you are probably actually on here right now. Which is what's kind of funny, is that some of you are probably actually on the webinar. Teresa Thomas gave me a Happy New Year. Let's see, what else do we have? Bree and Jerry. Look, I'm just showing you people that just posted on my Facebook fan page and said we love Mobile Opt-in. And I thought it was great. It was actually so refreshing. Kim gave it a 10+. I didn't get anybody that gave it. I got a couple of 9s. I won't lie. Some people just refused 10s. It was sad, but yeah, I mean, a lot of people love it. Now check this out. A couple of you sent me videos, all right? You might see yourself playing here. I ask you, please give me a video and tell other people, should they get Mobile Opt-in? Should they use it? Do they like it? Do you like it? And so this is 1 minute long. This is the only video I'm going to show you. I've got a lot of other videos, but we're not going to play them because it's getting late. So just listen to this, though, because if you don't have, how many of you that don't have Mobile Opt-in would like to hear this video real fast? Just say yes if you would. All right, I see a lot of you saying yes, so I'm going to play it. It's only going to take 1 minute, so listen very closely to what everybody says because there's some keys in here to your success. I'm going to ask you what the key to your success is when this video is done. And don't forget, we're giving away, I think tonight it was $1,200. I think that's what it was. We're giving away $1,200 tonight on the Success Connection. We do it every week. I make up some random number. Most of the time I ask my dad or I ask Alexa, how much money should I give away? They always just make up a number, and that's what we do. So I might ask you what the key to your success is, and that might help me determine who the winner is. So pay attention. Listen closely.
Hi, I'm John Roberts from Bali. This is to let you know that mobileoptin.com is an awesome and practical program, and what's more, that a 68-year-old like me can use it, so can you. Thanks very much, Anthony.
My name is Charity. I just started recently using Mobile Opt-in. It's an awesome program to have. It helps you to build your list, and it'll help you to build your business. Why don't you check it out today? I give it a 10 plus rating. It's awesome. Check it out.
Hey, this is Dennis, and I'm shooting a quick video for Anthony's new mobile opt-in software. I think it's a great software. It makes it very easy to use. The templates and everything makes making mobile opt-in web pages or lead capture pages very simple. It comes with many templates, awesome training, very easy to use. I recommend it to anybody who's interested in building a mobile list. Great stuff, Anthony. Let's keep up the good work, and man, thank you.
Hey, this is Diana Thomas. I've had mobile opt-in software since it was first offered. It is fantastic. Everyone with an internet business needs to get this software now.
Hey, it's Megan.
Hey, it's John here. And we just want to take a minute to say how much we like using Anthony's new software called Mobile Opt-in. It's been a really great tool, and we're happy to be using it.
You know, I think the best part about it is the support system that Anthony provides, and his response to emails is pretty on key. Thanks, Anthony.
Thank you, Anthony.
So cool. So cool. I bet you some of you guys are on here. Some of you are on here. I know some of you are on here. It's really cool. In fact, John was just emailing me just a second ago on support. So I'm always answering my support tickets myself for the most part. But let me ask you this: how many of you kind of can see that the people that are using mobile opt-in like it? But what do you think the real key was? It was kind of in that last little piece from these two right here on the screen. Yep, I see it. Catherine, support. Catherine said it, support. You see, you got to have good support if you want to have success. It's just like with anything. You got to have good support, and I'll show you just a second why. Now, this is a killer campaign. A lot of people ask me if email marketing still works. I don't know why. Why would I spend all this time teaching email marketing? It didn't work. But here's one of Adrian's campaigns he sent out on January 3rd. He finally is listening to me to understand that the key to success is email. He made $3,061.96. How many of you would like to make that much money with one email sent? It was one email. Just say yes if you would. Okay, but here's the point that I want to make about this campaign, okay? He sent that email, and check this out. Look where that arrow is. How much of his traffic is from mobile devices? 63%. 63% of his customers are on mobile devices buying things. That's the reason I asked him for these screenshots, because it just proves the point. He had 84,000 people visit his website on a mobile device. How many of you now understand mobile is important? I mean, I've spent all this time talking about it. I'm going to try to calm down a little bit because I'm losing my voice, and that would be bad for all of you. So, mobile is important. Now, check this out. Some people ask me, how do you make money with mobile opt-in and other things? Well, check this. This is a CPA offer. All right, this is actually auto insurance, okay? Auto insurance and educational offers. So what that is, it's affiliate networks. I join affiliate networks. I build an email list. I send emails. Every single dollar that you see right here, I made in 2015 sending an email. Every single dollar. That's $10,180 from that affiliate network. That's $16,039 from that affiliate network. So that's like $26,000. And my network of choice, $234,176.50. Every dollar, I think that's like $260,000 or close to it. Every single dollar came from sending emails. And let me tell you something. I didn't even send the emails. I didn't even send these emails. I had a virtual assistant send these emails for me because this isn't really my business. I write books. They're all over the place. I teach. I'm not 100% sitting there like, you know, marketing education and auto insurance. I set up the campaigns to build the list, and I literally let my virtual assistant just send the emails every day. So I didn't have to do anything. I did not send a single email myself for this $250,000. How many of you would like to learn how to do that? Just say yes. How to just set up the campaign, let it build, and then have somebody else send the emails so you can do other things. I told you, I'm after time freedom. And I ain't got time every day to be sitting around sending emails all day, right? So I have somebody else do it. So that's part of our Traffic Experts Academy training. The second part I'm going to do is on how to not have to send the emails. Because there's no reason for me to send that yet because you don't have a list. But once you get a list, then and once you start using mobile opt-in, you build your list, you get that momentum, I'm going to show you how to shift it and let somebody else do it for you. It's going to be pretty phenomenal. Now, how can you use mobile opt-in? We're going to go through this pretty quick because I know a lot of you already have mobile opt-in, and so I don't want to spend forever, you know, telling you the whole shebang about it, okay? I think it pretty much sells itself. I think it's kind of the way it is. You can get started pretty much for risk-free. Here's how you do it. You get mobile opt-in. When I show you how to get it, you get a 30-day money-back guarantee, and then you don't really have to spend any money to test it. You can literally take the URL, put it on your Facebook page, and you can start building your list. I've built over 70,000 people on my list doing that completely free. So there's really no reason why you can't. And you get a 30-day money-back guarantee with it, okay? You get over 300 templates. You get all the software. Let me just tell you something right now. How many of you would appreciate no upsells? Just say yes or no. How many of you would appreciate no upsells? Oh, man, that's like a marathon I feel like I'm running. I'm actually just trying not to keep you on here all night. Imagine for an hour and 50 minutes. My goal was to be off in 2 hours. I just wasn't born that way. I got to talk too much. So, no upsells. Here's the thing. I listen to the people on my list, and I see the emails, and you say, please, you should just tell me everything I need up front and quit charging extra. So here's what I did. I built it so that I could charge extra for all of these things. And I actually am going to charge extra for all of these things eventually. But right now, while we're opening access, the doors just open for kind of privately for mobile opt-in. I know some of you have been on my list for forever. So 6 months ago we talked about this. But at the end of January, we're closing the doors. And when we ever open it up again, all this stuff's going to be an upsell, a bonus, an additional fee. But there are no upsells for mobile opt-in now. That means if you buy mobile opt-in tonight, you will not see a screen that says, but wait, there's more. How many of you can appreciate not seeing that screen? Just say yes if you can appreciate not seeing the screen. But wait, if you spend a little more, it'll get better. No, my goal is use the software. I don't want to charge you more for the stuff that you need. I just want you to use it. Just like actually use it. Get some results. Send me some testimonials, please. That's all I care about. Don't worry about upsells. There are none. All right? This should be your success formula. Look at it. Take a picture of it. Write it down. It seems simple. It might seem complicated. The fact of the matter, it falls somewhere in between. You need a coach, you need a good mentor, you need somebody that cares, that gives a rip to help you get through this. I care, I give a rip, I'll help you. But you got to have the right tools, you know. You got to have an autoresponder account. That's just the way it is. I don't own one. I can't sell you one. I can't give you one. But you got to have one. Don't hate me for telling you to spend some money to have an autoresponder account. You've got to get traffic. I'm going to do my best with our Traffic Experts Academy, with Adrian's bonus training, with all of our webinars coming up, all of our success connections coming up, all about traffic, traffic, traffic. I'm going to do my best to get you traffic, right? And then, of course, the deal is you send the traffic to your mobile opt-in pages, okay? You get your email list built with real and best subscriber email lists. You send emails, you get a higher open rate, you get a higher click-through rate, and you make money. How many of you understand this? And yes, this works with GBO. These are not the only places. This is just an example of images. It works with GVO, GetResponse, Aweber. It works with MailChimp. It works with SendLane. It works with Zapier, which means it works with almost everything because Zapier will connect it to almost everything. All right? This is your success formula. This is what we're going to focus on for the rest of the year. Now, I just want to ask you, I'm not going to read this. How many of you feel like you've tried a lot of crap online, you failed at a lot of stuff, a lot of people have made promises, a lot of them haven't kept them, a lot of people have told you it was white when it was actually black, a lot of people have told you this but it was actually that. Basically, you've tried a lot of stuff, you failed at a lot of stuff, you get sick of it, you hear people all around you that tell you you're stupid. You're stupid because you keep trying to make money on the internet and you're going to keep failing because you keep buying crap you don't need with money you don't have to do things that actually never even work. How many of you have done this before, right? You have. I know. It's okay. Now, what I want to ask you, true talk, all right? I always do this, by the way. If you guys are first-timers here, you know you can't really offend me. The only thing that offends me is when you spam the chat box with nonsense, and I may be D. I see it, and I get mad, right? Because it takes my attention away. But when I ask you a question, you give me a real answer, I'm okay, all right? How many of you feel like, first of all, knowing about mobile marketing, okay, and knowing that there's a software and using a software like Mobile Opt-in could really and truly be like the missing piece of the puzzle that actually could get you out of that rut to where you're not buying crap you don't need, okay? You're not having to listen to the negative people tell you how stupid you are for continuing on, okay? You're actually in a good place. You've got the tools that you need, okay, the real tools that you need to be successful, all right? You've got good training. You've got no upsells. You've just got what you finally need to complete the puzzle. You know, Alexa bought a puzzle. It's like this is where I got this idea from. She bought this puzzle. It's like 2,000 pieces, okay? She put it together for like 3 months in our living room. Drove me crazy because I'm very OCD. I like my stuff clean. Pieces everywhere. She finished this puzzle and she was going to frame it. She was missing one piece. She was missing one piece of the puzzle. And they were out of the puzzle. Hobby Lobby, I think, or something. And so we got online trying to find a piece of the puzzle to complete the puzzle because all that hard work, everything she had done was worthless because we couldn't frame the puzzle. It was missing a piece, right? And I saw how depressed she was, and how upset she was, and deflated she was. And I finally found her the puzzle. I found her the puzzle on eBay. Go figure. And I bought her the puzzle. And the puzzle was $40. It's a ripoff, by the way. And for one piece. But the point is, okay, the point is that when we're missing one piece of the puzzle, we might as well be at square one, back at the starting line, because we're not able to get where we need to be. We're not able to finish the race if we're missing that one piece of the puzzle. So I'm glad that I saw a lot of you say this could be your missing piece of the puzzle. Now, of course, your bonus, you get this already because you're my students. You're already here. But when I present this to some of my partners, I'll be bringing on some other people to the Success Connection. Now, this is kind of fun. How many of you feel like the Success Connection would be worth $10,000? Not that I'm charging you for the Success Connection, obviously, but I'm just wondering that you realize now I go about 2 hours to 2.5 hours every single week, 52 weeks out of the year, by the way. That equals, give or take, 100 to maybe 110, 120 hours. Break that down at a cost per hour, and actually if you paid me $10,000 to get on the Success Connection, you'd be paying me less than you likely pay your dentist to clean your teeth on an hourly rate, right? It wouldn't really be that much money. Sounds like a lot up front, but it's really not when you break it down by the hour, right? But I love doing the Success Connection. So anybody that buys Mobile Opt-in is going to get in. You already have the Success Connection, so we're not going to go through all this. Here's all the great people. Some of you are probably on here that love the Success Connection. We're going to fly right through all of these. I do like this, though. Sally said, this is what Sally said, integrity is the word that jumps out to my mind every time I think about Anthony or the Success Connection. That I love, because that's what I'm aiming for. I'm not really aiming for being like the best speaker. I'm not aiming for being the most entertaining. But I do want you to feel like and understand that I do care about everybody. We did get a lot of videos. That was what I was going to play here, but I'm not going to play those because at the end of the day, you're already on the Success Connection. You know if it's good or if it's bad, right? All right, so bonus number 2 that you get with mobile opt-in is Adrian's Facebook ad coaching. We just added this, by the way, for those of you that that have mobile opt-in and haven't logged in a few days. We put this in maybe 2 days ago. I showed it to you just a little bit ago. 7 modules of training for with Adrian that is never. First of all, people have paid him $5,000 to teach them this, and you already know that. We actually had one of the largest brands on YouTube reach out to Adrian and hire him to do his Facebook ads. And not only did he pay him, he's giving him 50% of the profits off of his brand for Adrian to do the Facebook ads for him. And we're talking about a guy that has almost 400,000 followers. This is a huge, huge brand. And Adrian's going to give you this training free of charge. It's already in there. Adrian, of course, has been to Facebook. Some of you don't know Adrian. He's been to Facebook. That's him standing in front of the wall. He got to sign a Facebook wall. They didn't invite me. I don't know why. I would have loved to sign a Facebook wall and just said, I'm on Facebook. But I don't do much Facebook advertising. I leave it to Adrian. Adrian spent $88,000 in a single month, generated 13 million impressions and almost 500,000 clicks. How many of you feel like you could learn from Adrian's Facebook modules inside of mobile opt-in, yes or no? And you probably can learn a pretty good bit, right? I would say so. And of course, Adrian's generated a lot of revenue on Facebook. I took these, I don't even know, July, I don't know. He made $1 million on Facebook before I figured out that he was making a lot of money on Facebook this year with this stuff. So, yeah, he's just killer at Facebook. Dave, I don't know if you're on here, Dave, but I do like this. I just popped this is a support ticket from Dave, because Dave wrote me this the other day, and he just said, big thanks for Adrian's Facebook training. When I added it, Dave saw the message, Dave checked it out, Dave sent a support ticket in. I read it, and I'm like, man, you guys already know that, that we're doing this. That's really, really cool. So, yeah, people love Adrian's training. There you see it. Fred Lamb, some of you don't know Fred, so I want you to see what Fred's done. Fred is just ridiculous. I showed you his bonus trainings for you inside of mobile opt-in. Look at this guy, $3 million, almost 6 million clicks, all from Google. Have any of you ever seen Google numbers like that? Because I haven't. Not since I was doing it 10 years ago when you could pay to be at the top. So this is huge training. You know, a lot of you feel like traffic is the key. That's the missing link to you building your list. Well, now if you have traffic and you have the best software on the planet, do you believe in yourself? I want to know right now, do you believe with good training from Adrian, from Fred, and from myself, and mobile opt-in software, which I've shown you already, I use in my business every day. If you check your emails from me on your phone, you probably go to a mobile opt-in page anyway. How many of you feel like you could finally believe in yourself? Just say yes. See, that's what it's all about. Because once you believe in yourself, you can do anything. Nobody ever told me that I couldn't do it. And that's why I'm sitting here and I did it. I always believed in myself. But these days, God, do we have some negative people in our lives? I've got negative people all around me. It drives me nuts. They're all over the place. And they tell me, you can't do this, and you can't do that, and you really shouldn't be able to do this, and that won't happen, and you can't make this happen. And Anthony, you cannot do 4 webinars in a day. And I'm like, what the heck are you talking about? I can do anything I want to do, right? I believe in myself. Now, I might pass out if I do 4 webinars in a day, but I can do them. I'm going to pass out at the end, right? My dad used to tell me when I was younger, I went to a private school. It was pretty expensive, at least for the time. And I used to say, Dad, my stomach hurts. You know, I was probably just lying, to be honest with you, because I didn't want to go to school. And he used to be like, Dad, I don't feel good. I'm sick. You know what my dad used to tell me? He said, son, it costs me exactly $33.18 an hour for you to go to MRA. So you can't afford to be sick right now. You need to be sick on your own time after 3:15. That's what my dad used to tell me. Good lesson. Don't make excuses. Make progress, right? If you feel like you can't do it, forget that until after you've done it. Once you've done it, you go back and look, oh, I did it. I guess I could do it, right? You'd be surprised how far you get in life. You keep that mentality, right? And that's what I want for you. So here's what you get. I've got some other stuff I want to show you. Here's what you get with mobile opt-in. 300 templates, mobile opt-in, all the software features. You get all 3 of these bonuses, okay? Now, when I launch mobile opt-in, this is what it's going to cost. After we get finished with our opening here, it's going to be $1,997. It's going to be at least $97 a month. It depends on how much it costs. Just being honest with you. This is not what you will pay for it right now. No. However, how many of you feel like this would be, in today's market, a fair price for mobile opt-in? Just type the number 1 if you feel like this would be a fair price, like if it's worth it, the value anyway. It's kind of like saying, is a Ferrari worth $400,000? Doesn't mean I'm going to buy a Ferrari, but I mean, I probably think they're worth $400,000. You know what I mean? Not going to lie. You kind of get what you pay for. In fact, I'll tell you a true story. I have a Ferrari. You don't ever see me post pictures of it or talk about it. In fact, this is probably the first time I've ever talked about it. But I had a guy come over and wanted to film it last night. And this is an example of you get what you pay for. I also have a Dodge Viper. It's not as expensive. It's an American-made car. And we went in my garage, and he said, will you crank your cars? And I thought to myself, because it's cold here. I went to crank the Viper, dead. I went to crank that Ferrari, fired right up. That's the difference in a $70,000 car and a $200,000 car. You get what you pay for. I mean, it is what it is. It's worth every penny of it because when I need it, it'll crank. I don't know. Hardly ever drive it, but it'll crank right up. So the point is, though, with this whole thing is, it's worth $1,997, and it's worth $97 a month, and it might actually cost more. However, how would you like to be able to use it with no monthly fee ever? Just say yes if that would be good for you. I know you hate monthly fees, okay? I already know it. I get the emails, okay? I don't want monthly fees. Understand that things cost money and that life's not free, right? You got to think about it. Gas is a monthly fee because every time you get in your car and you drive, you got to fill your gas tank up. It costs money to live. But while I'm opening mobile opt-in softly right now, I'm not going to charge monthly fees. When I'm finished, you will see this with a monthly fee. I don't know if it's $97. I don't know if it's $197. It honestly depends on what happens this month and how much usage we have and how much it costs me to be hosting all of these pages. Everybody understand that? Is that fair? Just say yes if that's fair. Now here's what that means. That means if you enroll tonight and you grab a copy of this, you will never, I want you to be clear on this because I know I'm going to see this question in the chat box and I'm not going to answer it again. You will never pay a monthly fee. 14 days from now, when I release it with a monthly fee, you'll see an email that says $97 a month. Don't email me freaking out. You will never pay a monthly fee. All right? Everybody clear on that? Just say yes. Awesome. No monthly fees, no upsells, just super like transparent. Okay? Super, super transparent. You can get mobile opt-in. It's going to be $1,497. One-time only payment. Absolutely no monthly fees, and absolutely no monthly fees when we start to charge them to other people. Okay? You get it, and that's it. One-time payment. You get lifetime access to it. Doesn't matter how much it costs me to run. How many of you feel like this is fair? Just type the number 1 if you feel like that's fair. I just want to see. It's like always good. And yes, I'm giving away the $1,200 probably in the next 10 minutes because I would rather the people that are just here to get $1,200 be able to go and not have to stay on and listen to me talk forever. So that makes total sense. Okay, $1,497. You're saving $500 and you don't have a monthly fee. All right, you can see the website address at the bottom. I'll stick it over here in the chat. I've got a bonus for you that's going to be there for, let's see, for the first 25 people that get enrolled, and only the first 25 people that get enrolled, and that's it. Here we go. Let me show you something real fast. I put the link in the chat. I think it's the right link. Yeah, so if you want to get enrolled, you can click that link and go. Look at this. I like for you to pay close attention. Support. I'm always talking about support. Okay, I actually do my own support. A lot of you've probably seen this. Look, there I am, all in my little thing there, my help desk. Anthony. Average response time, 56 minutes. Where in the world are you going to find somebody that responds to your support tickets in 56 minutes? In fact, if you are a person that has written me a support ticket about mobile opt-in and I have responded fast, please type the number 2. Just type the number 2. All right? Janet, Richard, Steve, Cheryl, Lennox, Mary. Arlene, Otilia, Andrea, Raphael, Christopher, Donna, Janet says again, Deborah, Diane, Dennis Roberts. Do you guys get the point? I'm reading names of all these people that literally say, I answer support tickets fast, fast, fast. I don't mess around. Like, look, I'm not going to make everybody, watch this. There they are. Can you see that? Say yes if you can see that. I said press number 2, if that's true. You see it? Okay, so now we've proven that I actually answer my support tickets and I answer them fast. All right. This is one of our students. He wrote me, or he sent me this video because he wanted me to share it with you. He wanted me to share it with everybody so that you can hear how our support is. Check this out. It's 1 minute. When we get on the other side of this, we're going to go ahead and announce our $1,200 cash prize winner. So pay attention to that. Listen closely.
Hey there. My name is Darian Clark, and I wanted to take the time out to make this short video about the mobile opt-in software. And if you're thinking about getting the software, don't put a lot of thought into it. It's definitely something, if you're going to be in internet marketing, it's something that you have to have. It's something that's going to take your business to the next level. So when I originally invested into the software, like for me, and you may be the same, but I'm not a tech-savvy individual, so I knew that I was probably going to need some help along the way. And that's really the reason I wanted to make this video, because in the midst of me learning how to use the software, I ran into like a stumbling block. And I actually had the support of Anthony the entire time throughout until I was comfortable and I knew exactly how to use it. And I could say I've invested in a lot of different programs and softwares in the past, but I've never had anyone stick with me until the whole thing was resolved and I was comfortable and I knew exactly how to do it. So if you're that person that feel like that you're not tech savvy, you may have issues and you don't know how to overcome them, put your mind at ease. It's something that they would definitely be able to walk you through every step of the way. So I highly recommend going ahead and investing into the mobile opt-in software and taking your business to the next level. Thank you.
So cool. How many of you heard the key word in there that he said? The key word was support, and was Anthony helping you. Look, it doesn't matter how great something is. If you can't use it and people don't stand behind it, it will suck and you will fail, period. It's just the way it is. I didn't even ask for him to say that. This is what he said, right? So here's what I'm doing. I'm going to give the first 25 people that get mobile opt-in tonight, I'm going to give you my Traffic Experts Academy. I'm going to give it to you free. Traffic Experts Academy is something that I will be selling in the future, okay? Once we compile all of our experts and everything for $297, all right? So basically, you're going to get it free. How many of you would like it for free? Just say yes if you would like it for free. I promised you no upsells. So there are no upsells. You will get it for free. However, you will also see it for sale, in the future when we decide to sell it, because it's worth it. It's going to be phenomenal. So here's how you can get it for free. All you've got to do is go to the URL that you see on the screen. You're going to be one of the first 25 people to get enrolled. That's it. You get it for free. You don't pay anything for it. It'll actually be in your members area when you log in, as long as you are one of the first 25. I put this in here now. Here's what I want to do. I want to take 5 minutes to answer your questions if you have them while we let some people enroll. Then I'm going to show you this build redirect strategy that you need, or you need to be thinking about anyway, before next week. And then we will answer any of your questions, right? And I'm going to give away $1,200, of course, because I said I would. So I'm going to watch, and I'm going to make sure that I look over here, and when we get to 25, we move on, and that's how it works, okay? So how many questions do we have? If you've got a question about this, ask it. All right. A couple of people asked, does it work with an iPhone and an Android? Absolutely. Works with both. iPhone and Android is what it's going to work with. Let's see. Can a newbie do this? Malcolm O'Brien. Hey, Malcolm, you sent me a video about the Success Connection. I remember your name. Yeah, a newbie can do this. Here's what's great about this. It's simple. You saw me build a campaign live. It took me a few minutes. It didn't take hours. It wasn't complicated. I really tried to make it as simple as possible because, quite honestly, I use it. I've been using it for 3 years, and it's been hard for 3 years. I'm not going to lie. It's been a difficult process, and so when we built the software out, wanting to make sure that it was simple for me to use, not necessarily for anybody else, because I wasn't honestly sure anybody else was going to use it. So it was very important to me. So yes, a newbie can use this. Traffic Experts. Yes, if you have already purchased Mobile Opt-in, Traffic Experts is open in your members area already. So you're already going to get this. You'll see it when you log in. How do I pay? Belinda, just go to that website address that you see on your screen or click the one in your chat box. It's mobileoptin.com/Anthony. If you go to mobileoptin.com/Anthony, you can get in. It looks like in the first couple of minutes here we got 7 people that have enrolled, so we got a few more of our slots open for our bonus. Let's see. Going through, can you change the campaign from your smartphone? Yes. You don't have to download anything. All of this is online. So you literally just go online and you edit whatever you want to edit inside of your mobile opt-in members area. And once you edit it in your members area, it's obviously what's seen by anybody that visits your page. Yes, Stuart. The mobile opt-in campaigns, they actually format for it. iPad, iPhone, Android, doesn't matter what it is, they'll show up. Do you have to purchase a mobile URL? No. You can use our URL. You don't have to purchase anything. Or you can purchase your own website address and be perfectly fine. Let's see. If someone does not press send, do they still get added to your list? No. They have to actually press send. They have to send the email to get added to your list. But the great thing is, even if they don't press send, you still get to redirect them. Okay, you still get to redirect them and make money. That's what's so awesome about mobile opt-in. It's so different, right? So different than anything else. Can you do some training on how to get the email list? Yeah, the training inside of our mobile opt-in software from Adrian and from Fred and from myself and the Traffic Experts Academy is going to show you how to build your list, not just with mobile. It's going to show you how to build your list with desktop traffic and mobile traffic with an emphasis on mobile, okay? Let's see. Man, there's so many questions. Some people just say I rock. Thank you. Let me just scroll down here. Do we need to put anything in the coupon box on the order form? No. No need to put anything in the coupon box on the order form. Just leave it be. It's just kind of standard. By the way, we got 12 people that have taken advantage of this. So thank you so much. Let's see. Can you talk briefly about integrating mobile opt-in with ClickFunnels or anywhere else? Yeah. All you have to do is there's actually a training video on how to integrate this. So it's not like it's different like a bunch of different places. You actually just put the code in the head tag. There's a video that literally walks you through exactly how to do it. So it's super simple. It integrates the same way with ClickFunnels, with WordPress, with pretty much anywhere. It's all going to integrate the exact same way. Let's see. So that should be really cool. What I mean is, where can we see the email addresses of your contact list? It's going to go into your autoresponder account. So when somebody sends an email, it's going to opt that person into your autoresponder account, okay? So that means they instantly go into your autoresponder account, and when they get in there, now you can send them emails. So that might be Aweber, GVO, you pick. It could be a number of different places. I'm just looking here. We're at 14, so we have 11 spots left on our Traffic Experts Academy. Let's see. Which one is better, GetResponse or SendLane? I like them both. Let's see. What autoresponders do I use? I use Aweber. I use GetResponse. But I like them all. SendLane is new. I didn't have access to that at first. SendLane is great. My good friend Anik owns it, and I couldn't recommend it higher than I do. because I know how well it is. So yeah, I mean it's still good. Let's see. All right, going through your questions. Okay, I want to ask you guys something real fast. We got our first negative comment, so I got to know. Leo Tony Hardesty. I don't know which one of those is your first name, so my apologies. He says, this has gone on too long and it's not training. It's a big sales pitch. So I would like to know your feedback. Do you guys feel like you learned something tonight on this training, which isn't even over, by the way? There's training. Do you feel like you learned something, yes or no? Okay. I see a bunch of yeses. Wait a minute, I saw somebody. Okay, yeah, I saw somebody. Des, I saw you said rubbish, and I was like, what? And you said rubbish. It was an awesome training. Okay. Do you feel like you learned the value of mobile? Do you feel like you learned a new opportunity in the mobile community, like in the mobile space? Do you feel like you learned the 4 reasons you might fail at building your list? So even if you don't use the mobile opt-in software, at least you know this exists, right? At least you know it's there. You know, you have to have the knowledge that things exist in order to be able to take advantage of them. You can't take advantage of something you don't know is there. So I have to tell you that we're not going to sell mobile opt-in again. This is it. I'm not talking about it anymore. I did it, I think, 2 times last year while we were going through beta and getting some new users and getting new people in, and we were making sure it worked, and we're getting good feedback. As you can see, all these people that left me great videos, thank you so much. And so, yeah, I just said, hey, I want to show everybody mobile opt-in one more time, and that's it. I'm not going to spend the next month trying to get you to buy this. That's crazy. Either you want it or you don't. I think that's pretty simple. A couple of you said I needed it, but I already have it. Yeah, that's good. That is very, very good. All right, so I'm looking at the questions. All right. Yes, a couple of you are saying if you bought in November, do you get these updates? Yes, you do. If you log into Mobile Opt-in, you will already see them. You're going to have the Traffic Experts Academy, because I'm opening that up to everybody in the past because it's not fair not to. And then it has all the new trainings. So it looks like we have 6. Hold on. My computer's freezing up. I always like to try to be like legit. I don't want to say, oh, you get 25 and then it's just all night long and it's always open. I legitimately do this the way it's supposed to be done, but sometimes my computer messes up. So anyway, we've got 6 slots left. All right, are there any questions before I move on? Any questions for those of you? Do any of you need me to answer a question so you can make up your mind on mobile opt-in, yes or no? I'm trying to make sure. Carol says I'm changing her life. Carol, you've sent me so many epic videos. I now know exactly who you are. When I download the video, I'm like, that's Carol sitting on her couch. I love my videos, I'm not going to lie. Okay, so if you have questions, please ask them now because I'm going to move on. All right? Let's see. A couple of you are asking, is this the only night to get it? I'm not going to present it anymore. I'm done with the presenting it. We got to move on. We got a lot of stuff we need to learn. Rose says, do I think you need to buy this? Here's the thing. Let me be just straight up honest, okay? Because you know that's just how I do it. I don't know. I can't do it any other way. Here's the deal. You don't need to buy things you don't need. And yes, Jack, it's $1,497. Some of you are asking me. I don't even have the price on here. I'm sorry. It's $1,497 one-time payment. I suggest you do not buy my software if you're not going to use it. If you're going to buy it because you're excited right now, because I'm spazzing out, I don't know. You all said I have so much high energy tonight. I think it's just because I don't feel good, and so if I don't go up here, I'm going to just be down there, and you're going to be bored, and I don't want you to be bored. I don't want you to leave. So I'm really high energy. But if you're buying it just because I'm excited, and you're like, and you go buy it and you never use it, don't buy it. You know what? You know what our refund rate is on this product? 6.3%. 6%. Do you know how low that is? That's insane. Most internet marketing products, 30%. You know why it's low? Because I just tell it like it is. It's software. It does what I say it will do. In fact, it's going to do more than I even said it will do because I'm continuing to build, because it's mine. Like when you get your emails from me and you click them on a mobile phone, you see this happening to you because it's my software for me. It wasn't really built to sell. So here's the thing. At the end of the day, I don't want you to buy off hype. The 6% or so that have refunded, most all of them literally refund within 10 minutes. They buy it, they log in, and they're like, oh, and they get rid of a refund. Makes no sense. I don't know. I thought about not even having a refund guarantee on it because it's just pointless. Don't buy things you don't need. Now, if you're serious, if you are serious about making money, but not just making money, sticking to a plan, not jumping all over the internet with a bunch of nonsense. If you are serious about sticking to a plan, and if you believe that what I've shown you shows you that mobile is really the way to go, then I suggest, yes, that you do buy it. That's as honest as I can be. I can't tell you to buy something you don't need and that you know you won't use. I don't want your money. What I want is your engagement. I want to build a great product. This product cost me well over $250,000 to develop, probably closer to $350,000 now. And so yes, selling it makes me some of my money back. That's great. That's what I do. I don't know if you've noticed that. I build stuff, I use it, then I'm like, oh my God, that cost a fortune. Then I go sell it to help pay for the development, and then we're all using it, and really, you know, everybody pays a little bit instead of me paying a ton. That's kind of how I do it with software. I don't own a big software company and all that nonsense. So, you know, I mean, that's how I do it. But I can't tell you to buy stuff that you don't need. How many of you appreciate that? Okay? So Rose says she hasn't used any software of mine that she's purchased. Just being transparent. So Rose, if you don't use the things you purchase, I highly suggest you do not buy this. Unless you feel like changing your ways. Unless, like I said earlier, unless you can make a commitment to yourself to actually use what you buy, then don't buy it. It's a, you know, it wouldn't do you any good, right? I want you to get results, and you don't get results sitting around not doing the things that you're buying. You know what I'm saying? That would be crazy. Okay, so yes, all right. A couple of you asked me if there's a payment plan. There's always a payment plan, as long as we don't kind of cap out. So I'm trying to see what we have. Yes, we do have a payment plan for this. How many of you need a payment plan for it? It's hard for me to see. Just type the number 1 if you need a payment plan. Okay. So if I've seen like, all right, here's the deal. I see like 100 payment plan yeses or whatever, a lot of people. Here's the payment plan option. We have, hold on, I'm going to tell you beforehand. Anytime I sell my software, I'll tell you this. There are 4 slots left. You can get the payment plan. It's a 3 payment plan. It's only available because 4 people haven't bought yet. Otherwise, I don't show it. Sometimes I don't show the payment plans because we kind of sell out. But there's 3 payments, $597. Once you pay the payments, you're done. You don't have to pay anything else. Obviously it's a little higher price when you pay payment plans. You guys know this. When we release software, if we do a payment plan, it costs a little bit more. But that's because you got to be fair to the people that pay in full. And we're spreading this out, which means it costs us over time, and we're not actually taking the cash. But look, it's mobileoptin.com/Anthony Flex. So mobileoptin.com/Anthony Flex. You need to go to that website right now if you want to get it. I've got 4 bonuses left. Once we get that done, we're going to move on. I'm going to actually go through here now and start looking at people like at some of our people for our giveaway. Let me ask you this. How many of you would rather me give away $1,200 to one person or, I don't know, $300 to 5 different people? What should I do? Spread the wealth? All right, we're going to do $300 to 5 different people because that's pretty cool. That means 5 people are going to win. And I kind of would rather give everybody, everybody some money. All right. So I'm going to give you guys, we're going to literally leave this screen. In fact, here, let me, so mobileoptin.com/Anthony Flex. You will still get the bonus if you are the next 3 people, I think. Yeah, if you are one of the next 3 people that signs up, you will actually get the bonus. So hopefully you will enjoy the bonus here. One of the next 3 people. I'm just trying to look. I always have a hard time seeing it for some reason. I really don't know why. I think my eyes are going bad. Okay, yeah, so one of the next 3 people. If you have any questions, let me know right now. Some of you want the other link, the full pay link. Okay, I actually have a slide, but on that slide, truth be told, I don't have the Traffic Experts Academy for the payment plan, but we will do it for the payment plan because we're just going to do it for the first 25. So if you're in the first 25, means the next 3 people. Even if you buy with the payment plan, you'll see the Traffic Expert Academy activated in your account. So you'll be good to go and able to jump in and make it happen. Congratulations to everybody that's gotten in. I would read all your names, but it's just too many. Ian, Angela, Ratano, Corey, William. Oh, I don't know. Looks like, actually, Angela, it looks like your card might have declined, and Ratano also. Also, for those of you whose cards have declined, here's the deal. You just have to call your bank. That's how it works. You got to call your bank and tell them, and then they'll, most of the time, get it approved. Let's see. Jeffrey says he's been trying to ask questions. Is this live? Sure is, buddy. Ask away. I'll see if I can't. I'll see if I can't find your question in here. There's a lot of questions. Let's see. I'm looking for your question, man. Yes, welcome to all the new people. Somebody just told me if this is live, pick my nose. No, I refuse. How many of you are glad I refuse to do such a ridiculous thing? That's insane. Okay. All right. Some of you asked, do I have students that are using this that are actually happy with it? I believe so. I think I've shown you some of them on here. They sent me videos, and I'm not going to ask them to, like, you know, do anything too crazy. Yeah. So what? I know some of you are like, what's with these people? I don't know. I'm not really sure. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this up and move on because I got something else I need to show you tonight. I want to look. Everybody asked me to show you mobile opt-in once more. There's mobile opt-in once more. It looks like I know that a lot of you wait around until I shut up to buy or whatever. It happens every week. I'll tell you there's 2 more bonuses. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to simply look at my phone, and I am going to cut this slide off and go into one thing I want to show you. It's not a big to-do or anything, but it's something I want to show you. You can see we've been on for 2 hours and 13 minutes. I try to pace myself now so that I don't get in trouble. And I still end up in trouble taking so long. So I'm going to wait for, like, say 45 seconds. I'm just going to be quiet. If you want to grab mobile opt-in, there's the 2 links. Grab it. I'll make sure that we don't go over our bonuses, and we're going to move on. I mean, I can't be that quiet. I have a hard time being quiet. Everybody's counting. Count, count, keep counting. I'm not really saying anything of value right now. It's okay to finish your order. All right, I'm done waiting. We're going to now, let me show you something else really cool. You want to write these URLs down. Does anybody need me to hold on for 2 seconds while you write these down? Because I'm about to take this off the screen. It's leaving. Bye-bye. All right. Yes, some of you have said that that your bank declined to charge. It happens all the time. What you got to do is just simply call the bank. I'll honor the bonuses for all of you whose credit cards have declined because you were trying to buy. It's totally understandable. I have no problem with that. So you just call your bank, and whenever you get it to go through tonight, boom, you'll be able to get the bonus. That's not a problem. I won't turn it off at all. And congratulations to Phyllis. Phyllis got in on our payment plan. Now, I saw like 100 people tell me you needed a payment plan, and I'll be totally honest with you, Phyllis is the only one that has grabbed the payment plan. So, yeah, that's pretty crazy. It happens. I don't know. You guys need to go grab the payment plan if you want it, okay? All right, so here we go. Let me just go to my computer screen real quick. So I'm going to get out of PowerPoint. Not out of the webinar, just out of PowerPoint. All right. All right, I want to show you something real quick. Okay, this is something that I want you to take a look at for your business. It's not expensive or anything, but what I think is important is for you to see. This is the inside of my account, by the way. Build redirects. What it does is it helps you to redirect your traffic. So let me ask you this: how many of you actually send emails right now? Just say yes if you actually send emails. All right, I'm seeing a lot of yeses. So you send emails. Okay. You know how I always talk about optimization, optimization, optimization. If you send emails, you absolutely must use a software like Build Redirects for your business. You know how I told you I promote educational offers? Everybody remember that? I promote education? Like these things? Okay. That CTS right there, that's called Compare Top Schools. This is from my account. You can see I made $360 today. I didn't really know that until I logged into it to show you this demo, but that's how much I made. One of my other guys mailed it. What this does, let me show you what it does. You go over here to links. Might log me out because I've been sitting around. Okay, and we'll just pick one of these little links right here. All right, so here's what this does. Basically, you see all these links right here? These are what we call vanity URLs. It's kind of like shortening your URL, shortening your link, but it's not really necessarily for shortening it, okay? What this is for is making sure that when somebody clicks your link, they go to where you make the most money, okay? Let me give you an example. When we promote affiliate products like this, like we're promoting an affiliate product, here's what used to happen. You can see we make $360 in a day. What happens if this offer for USA Financial, what happens if their website goes down? How much money do we make? Just guess. 0. Okay, so here's the question. When somebody goes in and they send an email and you put the affiliate link from the affiliate network right into the email, there's nothing you can do if their website goes down, right? How many of you understand that? Once you send the email out and it has the affiliate link in it, you're screwed. If their website goes down, there's nothing you can do about it. But if you use a Build Redirects link, which is what I use, I actually send an email and I send this link right here, the one I just highlighted. And guess what? If that person's website goes down, my software automatically knows that the website went down. It's checking it every single 10 seconds. And if it sees that the website is down, it automatically sends the people that click this link over here to the next offer in my offer funnel. Do you see that? Does everybody see that? Pretty cool, huh? Here's what this means. It means that I have control over my traffic. It means that if I spend my money building my email list, that when I'm done and I start to send emails, I actually have control over where people are going when they click the emails. All right? There is no software that I have ever bought that has made me more profits, okay, than this software. Profits. Mobile opt-in built a massive list. But when I was sending emails to the list, I would have days when I would send an email out and it would go to dead pages. And that's just lost money. And as an email marketer, you need to know that happens. You need to know that exists. And you need to have a plan for it. Because starting next week, we're really, really, really honed in on list building and email sending. I can't express to you how I got like a stack of notes. It's like a college course, but not so intricate, I guess, for what we're going to do. But sometimes if you teach people and you don't show them everything you're doing them an injustice. So I'm not about to go through a long sales pitch on Build Redirects. What I'm telling you is it exists. I use it. I use it for multiple reasons. I can simply tell all my traffic to make sure that if there's any dead websites, that I don't have to worry about it. My traffic will go to the next offer. But it does so many other things. Watch this. You want to see something really, really cool? How many of you don't mind 10 more minutes for me to just show you something cool as hell? I know I'm long-winded, but this really is cool. I mean, you got to admit it. All right, watch this. I haven't even built one of these. Let's see what this looks like. Optimized bars. Watch this. You can build this thing called an optimized bar, okay? Now let me explain to you what an optimized bar does. It's very, very simple. You can make a little message here, okay? You can make it say whatever you want. Hurry up, this offer lasts for only 30 seconds, all right? We'll just say that that's what we want it to say, all right? And you can save this little optimized bar, which, by the way, you can customize, you can make it all kinds of stuff, okay? We're going to tell it to come up in 10 seconds. All right, we can just update our little bar. Now, when you build one of your redirect links, okay, you can go to that link. I think I have one here. Just looking to see. These are all of the things we mail, by the way. We actually send emails to all of this stuff. But I want to see if I have one where my little optimized bar is on. Okay, so let's check this out real quick. Watch what happens here. I'm going to just update my link. All right, when I go to this website link right here, which would be the website link that I would send out in my emails, okay? So this is the link that I would send out in my emails. Watch what happens. Watch closely. It goes to the website for the auto insurance, but look at this. Did you guys see what happened down here? Did you all see that? Type yes if you saw what happened down there. You see this pop-up that came up, this bar down here that says, hurry up, this only lasts for 30 seconds. We can literally pop up a message on top of the website. Look, when you scroll down this website, this stays here. So we can put a customized message that we want to put on top of the websites that people go to when they click our links. How many of you feel like that might help you create some urgency? It might help you make a little extra money when you send emails. And it has, you can put graphics in it. I mean, I just did something super, 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 super easy, right? But how many of you see like that can make you some extra money? It's pretty cool, all right? Now watch this. Let's see if I can go back to it. All right, now watch what I can do. If I edit it again, watch this. I'm going to put on an optimized pop-up. So the pop-up is a pop-up. It's not a little toolbar, right? So watch this. I can update this. I can go back to this website. Now watch. If I try to leave it, did you see what happened? The minute I tried to leave this website, I created a pop-up. Now here's the thing. You can create pop-ups on your own website. I just created a pop-up on a website I don't even own. And I can pop up anything I want. I just said we need to make this epic. Put your zip code in. But what if you could pop up a message that says you need lower auto insurance? What if you could pop up another message for another offer? How many of you feel like that might be a monetization point where you could make some real money? Yeah, pretty cool stuff. So here's the thing. If you're interested in mobile opt-in, if you're interested in Build Redirects, I'm going to show you where you can get it. You can go check out later. I don't have some long presentation on it. But how many of you feel like? All right. How about now? Can everybody hear me now? It's GoToWebinar. I don't know what to tell you. It's terrible. It's terrible, but you can all hear me. We're good. All right, let me mute this. I'm sorry. You were probably freaking out that I'm not going to give away the money. I have taken over GoToWebinar. Yes. I have finally broken their system. I have destroyed them. I'm done. No more. Here's what we're going to do. Gotta love it, man. I actually might have out-talked GoToWebinar. Oh, I love it. That's epic, actually. All right, hold on. I'm going to get you, look, build redirects. There's we have a website up for it. You can check it out. I'm also going to ask you to do something for me. Check this out. If you enjoyed the Success Connection tonight, I'm going to give you a link. You can go here and leave me a comment. Now, you guys know that I always give away cash. So here's what I'm going to do so that we're not on here all night. I'm going to give away, I'm going to pick my 5 winners, $300. All you got to do, tell me how much you hate it or enjoyed the Success Connection. That's all I want to hear. Click the like and the share button. Leave me a comment. I'm just going to choose my winners right there on Facebook and message you on Facebook. That way we're not on here all night long. How many of you feel like that's fair and you want to do that? That's cool? Yeah, all you got to do is just go to Facebook and leave me a comment. Tell me, did you like the webinar tonight? Was it fun? Can you tell that I just want you to engage with me on Facebook? Hello. Some of you are asking what the webinar, or I'm sorry, the URL is. So check it out. Let me pull it up for you. One more second. We will get to it. It is somewhere. Oh, here we go. I put it on here now. Okay. So here you go. To qualify for the money, all you got to do is go to this website address right here. I'll put it in the chat for you just because it might make it a little easier. That'll take you right to my Facebook page. It's just a redirect. That's all. If you want to check out Build Redirects, you can check it out. There's a whole video website. You can get it for $19. It's not like it's super expensive, but it's something that you need. And for those of you that still want mobile opt-in, you've got full pay at $1,497. You can go here. I know that some of you had your credit cards were declining and stuff, so I'll just put it out here for you. And then flex pay, which is 3 payments of, I think it was $597. You can go here. I can't type. I think it's this. Okay, so you can go to either one of these and get mobile opt-in. Check out Build Redirects. See what you think about it. It's really, really cool. You need it. And we'll just do it like this. There we go. There we go. So we're good. Now, next week, we've got some killer stuff coming your way. I actually do have a guest with me next week that I don't think I've brought on here before, actually. And he's got some awesome strategies that I believe that you need. So how many of you are excited about next week? How many of you will commit to being here next week? Just say yes if you'll commit to being here next week. I like to see a commitment, right? In fact, you want to increase your chances for winning money. Just simply go on my fan page and say, I commit to being on the Success Connection next week. Same place, same time. It's going to be a blast. Go there, do it. I'll private message you for those of you that win, and you can just shoot me back your email address, and we'll send you some traffic. We'll send you some money just for being here. And yeah, if you want to look, mobile opt-in, we're going to close down those bonuses tonight. So if you want to get mobile opt-in in the Traffic Experts Academy, get it now. You'll love it, I promise. Check out Build Redirects. It's a great piece for the foundation of your internet marketing business, okay? Very, 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 very important part of your business, okay? All right, so go there, make a post, be here next week. Thank you all for being here tonight. I had a blast. For those of you that it was your first time here, I hope I gave you some good information. We got a lot of training ahead of us. These are the tools that we need. I wanted to make sure everybody knew about it, have one last chance to get all the tools that you need, and after that, we're good to go. So I hope you all had a great time. If you had a great time, let me know on Facebook, and I look forward to seeing all of you right here next week on the Success Connection. All right, everybody, thank you so much. Get mobile opt-in, check out Build Redirects, leave me some comments on Facebook, and make sure you're here next week for the Success Connection. Good night, everybody.